Hey everybody.
You're late.
Hey.
I'm not late. I'm just heating up my dinner.
What's for dinner, Reg?
Some Bahama Breeze. This is a restaurant in North Carolina.
Okay. Ashley was good.
Hey.
Where's BJ?
I think BJ's gonna come a little late.
Everybody's late today, huh?
Shit. Yeah, I was downstairs handling some shit.
Okay.
But how's everyone's Sunday?
Chilling. Mike said he got that in Michigan.
Oh yeah, y'all got Bahama Breeze? Oh, that's what's up.
We don't got that
How's
here.
work?
It was a long day.
Shit. I don't blame you. Had a long day myself too and shit. Actually about to start this review a little early and shit. Let me just try to clean up my bed.
It's gonna be a long ass review.
I forgot how long this album, like 17 songs for one disc, nigga.
Oh wait, wasn't it like 2 originally?
Yeah. You said what?
Wasn't it like originally 2 discs for this album?
Yeah, it's a double.
Yeah. It's a double album.
Okay.
Hold on, do I have the international version? Let me check.
I think you do, Reg.
No, I don't.
You don't have that?
No, wait, actually, hold on.
The international version has the remixes.
Yeah.
No, then I don't, gang.
Gotham City. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is like 35. That's why I was just like, you know what? I might just start this review a little early and shit. I'm just trying to pull up my notes and shit.
Selena Johnson died? The singer?
Yasiel Johnson.
Who?
He's a lot of people sample his music.
I thought it was Selena Johnson.
Oh no.
I'm like, shit, not before I interview her, not yet.
Oh no. Super Bowl's next week.
Let's go, Bengals.
Shit, I just want to see the halftime show on some real shit.
Right?
Great start.
Legions, what's good, yo? What's good, homie? Knee-boy, what's good? Are we gonna review the Kanye Netflix documentary? I don't know. That's up to Reg.
Loki, I'm not in a rush to see that, but
We're reviewing R. Kelly double album. That's what we're doing today. Both albums.
yeah. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, what's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely, what's today? It's a Sunday night.
Sunday.
It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
Yes.
Got my homegirl Ash with me.
That's good.
I got Eric coming in right now. What's good, Eric?
Eric, what's good, yo?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up?
What up?
Hey,
Long
Eric.
time.
Yeah, hey, Ashley, long time no see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually I would start a review 20 minutes, but since we're reviewing this fucking 35 song album, I'm just like, let's just get this over with and shit, so we can all have time to show our pickups. But this is R. Kelly's third album, R. This came out on November 10th, 1998 on Jive Records. Singles albums came out with was some of these were from soundtrack placements like I Believe I Can Fly. That was on the Space Jam soundtrack. Gotham City, that was on the Batman and Robin soundtrack, which trash ass movie.
Yeah.
Half on a Baby. That was on the These Are the Times soundtrack. Wait, that was on that's Celine Dion's album. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But whatever on that. When a woman's fed up, did you ever think if I could turn back in the hands of time and only the loop can make me happy? Producers. He has a lot of different producers this time. Barry Hankinson, R. Kelly were like the executive producers, track masters, Corey Rooney, Huffy, Ron Lawrence, Stevie J, G1, Al West, and Devontae Swing. And guest appearances include Keith Murray, Cameron, Nari, Vega Cats, Jay-Z, Tone, Foxy Brown, Crucial Conflict, Celine Dion, and Nas. Yeah. All right. So, we talked about self-titled album, talked about love letters, so y'all should know who R. Kelly is. I've done a review on 12 Play a while back on the channel too. A lot of y'all probably was not expecting this review, but you know what? Fuck it. And shit. So after the release of the self-titled album, he started like trying to work on more soundtrack placements. Like he did I Believe I Can Fly, which that was like I think his biggest song in his career up to this point,
Yep.
He won him 3 Grammys and shit. He also did Freak Tonight for A Thin Line Between Love and Hate soundtrack. He did the I just mentioned this Gotham City. And he was also working with other artists as well too. And he signed like a contract to play professional basketball with the Atlantic City Seagulls and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
remember that.
yeah, and he was actually the first artist to play professional basketball, to be real with you and shit too. So that's something I didn't even know about, you know what I'm saying? So, around this time too, he was working with Sparkle because, he also had his own label called Rockland.
Yep.
And Sparkle came out with her album in 90. I never heard that album.
I actually have it. That was a good album.
It was a good album?
Yeah.
I feel you on that. So, yeah, man. So, also let me check if I'm missing anything and shit. I think that's it. Like he was like producing, for people like Isley Brothers, Michael Jackson, doing remixes and shit too. So, yeah, man. Then I forgot. 1996, he got married in '96 to Andrea Kelly, which you guys should know. That's like his former background dancer, singer.
Hollywood Wives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, no, of course, they're not together no more for obvious reasons. So I'm not even gonna go there.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. All right. So, and then 1998, he dropped this album right here. I don't keep it a buck with y'all. I felt like the album cover was kind of lazy in my opinion.
Right?
Because it was just like the 12 Play album, but
Yeah,
he just
the
put
silhouette.
black and red. And he's not the only artist that does that shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, oh yeah, you good, Eric. But at the same time and shit like that, I'm just like, for a double album, you would expect something like grand shit like that too, but that's probably like one of my biggest gripe with this album. So that's saying something. This is the last album he was bald, pretty much. And by the way, this is the first album I'm gonna show y'all my collection. Sure, just to let y'all know.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just got it, right?
Yeah, I literally just got this shit for $2.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's
Lucky you. I had to pay like $28 for this.
Jesus. You got it when it first came out, did you?
Yes.
God damn.
Yeah. Back when the double albums were expensive.
Right. I remember them days. Alright, so just like liner notes and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then of course you have here the rest of his albums, which I know we do have to talk about Born in the 90s. I'm trying to actually get that album and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, cause I know, like I said, we already talked about self-titled. I did 12 Play years ago, and that was like one of my first reviews I've done and shit too. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna get my food downstairs and then we'll start this shit.
Alright.
Sam said, I love this album a lot more than 12 Play. Wow. Okay.
I never heard anyone say that.
That's crazy.
I actually like the self-titled. That's actually my favorite R. Kelly album.
That's a good one, too. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. First double album. And this was dope, man. Favorite R. Kelly collab? Oh, man. That's a hard one. I like the Wyclef Gone to November remix with R. Kelly and Cannabis and Destiny Child. That's an underrated one. Y'all got any favorites?
Your passion. That song is stuck in my head, like no whole lot.
That's it. That's your song now?
I mean, that's always been like one of my favorite R. Kelly songs. It's just like a beautiful arranged track and shit like that. The vocals, instrumentation.
Right.
Alright, so
Choose it up.
okay, what y'all talking about? Y'all just talking about R.
Favorite R. Kelly collab?
Kelly? Fucking You Tonight with Biggie.
I see that a lot in the chat.
Yeah, I love that one. I also love
Ooh.
the one he did with Nas, Street
Street
Dreams.
True. That one and You to Be Happy with Biggie.
Yes, I love that one.
Yes. Alright, without further ado, the first disc has 16 tracks. Okay, let's just treat like it's like a regular double review and shit. Alright, so track number 1, Home Alone featuring Keith Murray. A song that probably did not age well.
What?
No,
You think so?
in context. I love the song. I love the song, but Home Alone, think of even the video with like him and the girls in the mansion. It's a song that it really didn't age well, but besides the point, I fucking love this track. Nice little, to me, it's kind of like a Thank God It's Friday Part 2 from the subtitle and shit. It had that, like that's the thing about the album, had like that feel good kind of vibe with the majority of the tracks and shit. Keith Murray at that time was hot at that time, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a fire joint. I love that line when Keith said, "The lyrical genius with the R&B messiah and the roof resets on fire." Like he just went in on that fucking joint. That's the Keith Murray I like. Like 94 to 99 is my favorite years and shit. Everything else was just,
I love it. I think it's a banger. This is a club banger. That's what R. Kelly did. And the beat was dope. The bass line. And Keith Murray, one of my favorite lyricists. He killed it. You know, chilling at the house on the hill. You got to say, ma, like Johnny Gill. If rich girl, poor girl get the same respect. You can all drink for free and call the world collect. I love that, man. Like, the way he started it off was just dope. And I would have never thought to put Keith Murray on a track with R. Kelly. It was just like, you know, like that came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That was dope. You know, for him, that's probably like his biggest like chart topping collab. with R. Kelly, and I like the video. The video was like, they all having fun at the mansion, and that's what you would expect with a house party, and I thought it was great, man. And right off the bat, it's like he just, you pop in disc one, and you just have like a banger, and that set the tone for the whole album.
Like no fucking intro, just
Yes.
straight up.
I think I'm gonna talk about that later because I do think he should have had that for the album.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Home Alone, definitely a great way to start the album. I love the track. I never watched the video, but I know my dad has this album, and I remember growing up, he used to play this song all the time. This is one of his favorites as well.
Yes, ma'am. All right, now we're gonna get into Spending Money, which is no kidding, produced by Sean Combs, Stevie J. So Spending Money, so typical bad boyish kind of track, but I'm not gonna lie, that beat is fire, and it definitely is like another celebratory kind of track. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Biggie's "I Love the Dough," just that soundscape kind of wise and shit like that. I'm not even going. That's like one of my favorite tracks off Life After Death, man. Like him and Biggie, Angela Winbush on that chorus and stuff. But back to Spending Money, very very dope track. It's funny because that beat does kind of have like a Trackmasters kind of feel to it. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, man, Stevie J did his thing on that one.
Love it. Love the beat, the bass line. I know Naughty by Nature used the same beat for I think Poverty's Paradise on that album.
Oh, I forgot about that.
If it wasn't that one, it was 1999, but definitely a banger. One of my favorites.
Yeah, Spending Money definitely does remind me a little bit of I Love the Dough as well. Yeah, I like that. Definitely another feel-good track. Definitely well done by Diddy and Stevie J.
Good shit. Yeah, I said Jay-Z, Q. I said Biggie and Jay-Z. If that's what you're referring to. Alright, track number 3, If I'm With You. This track was cool, pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. He slowed it down a little bit, just talking with the female, so I fuck with it.
Love it, man. Love the beat. Again, the bass line for this. You got Kelsey rapping and he's singing on this joint.
Yes.
And in the first verse, he's saying, I'm not the kind of guy to give you everything, but if you real, then you can get some ice in your rings. You and me straight to the crib, off the two of us, fireplace big as us. I loved his little flow on that, and that fit the track, because I wasn't like really a fan of, a lot of R&B singers trying to rap, but once in a while he did it, and it was good. So.
Right.
Yeah, If I'm With You was pretty decent. I'll admit that, even though it's not a favorite of mine. I can take it.
Understandable and shit.
Is this the greatest double album? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I said CD wise to me.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Now, your body, na 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 na. Your body, na 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 na. Have fun, baby. All I need is your body. Feel that.
God, this nigga stupid.
Feel that fucking.
I need to get you a karaoke machine for Christmas,
Right?
because I hate to see
Yeah.
you
That
drunk
should be the
doing
next
this shit.
single.
This to me, okay, y'all. I'm gonna shock y'all right now. This originally was for Bobby Brown for the Forever album.
What?
Yeah, but
Oh,
Bobby
what?
turned it down.
Bobby
Originally
Brown?
for Bobby?
He must have been
Wow.
smoking something when he turned that
Oh
down.
my
Turned this
God,
shit down.
man.
I'm just like Bobby.
Crazy.
This is the
Dumb motherfucker.
dumbest mistake you've ever made
Holy
on this
shit.
shit.
Oh my God.
That's from what I looked up, but yeah, man. This is one of my favorite R. Kelly songs. Very haunting melody. Just pretty much him trying to seduce a woman to make a baby and stuff like that. The video, I want to say Hype Williams he did that video and shit. It kind of y'all remember the movie A Series of Unfortunate Events? It reminds me of that and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, BJ, you can come on like either when we do the collection and shit too and stuff. But I hear what you're saying. But you said Bobby could have sung that.
Bobby was already done. He was
At
already
that
done by
at
that
that
time.
time, no.
Yeah.
No,
At that time, his voice was not
his
it.
voice was
Like
gone.
Nope.
Yeah, that crack can do that to you.
even in the Bobby era, some tracks his voice was just not hitting. But I love that album though. But he had this one line in this track where he said, I'm digging like a shovel. All the things you do, take a leap over the broom. That's how you make me feel. Come on in this room. Like, very, very dope out song and shit like that. Classic. It's a R&B classic in my opinion.
Definitely a classic baby making music, and the video was dope. I love the song. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be quoting too much from R. Kelly, but definitely a classic ballad.
Yeah, I'll admit, Half on a Baby, definitely. It's definitely one of those unforgettable tracks. Definitely, if someone is trying to have a baby with somebody, I'm guaranteeing 99% they're gonna try to have it by having this song playing in the background. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
Dead ass. Q said this is actually my favorite song on this album and shit. I feel you. Yeah. Now he went from one iconic single to the next one with When a Woman's Fed Up.
Yep.
Ain't nothing you can do
God.
about it.
Mm-mm.
It's like running out of love. His songwriting on this album, man. Oh my god. Okay. And I love very dope track. I love the Erykah Badu reference. Now I'm on this telephone booth calling Tyrone and shit. It's pretty much hit the male equivalent to Sparkle's "Be Careful," and he did that a lot with his songs, like and stuff like that. Which I'm gonna get more into that later on in this album. But yeah, this one right here is another banger. Nas sampled this beautifully on the KISSING track on the I Am album.
I love that.
Yeah, man, very very dope track.
Yes. Like again, like another banger, man. Like the beat and the pianos on it. And I think R. Kelly was like always great at these heartbreak love stories. When his woman is like fed up with him, and she can't take no more, and that it was great. The video was great for it, and definitely one of my favorites from him. Clutch was good, yo.
What's good, Clutch?
Oh man, this album came out in '98, so at the time I was still a kid. But I remember this song being played a lot at my godmother's house, like during like get-togethers, like cookouts or birthdays, just any celebration. I remember them having this song playing at certain points. But this is definitely a classic song by R. Kelly himself, and it still gets mentioned every now and again. But definitely an unforgettable track in his discography. Just the chorus, the beat, everything about it is just, you just can't forget about this song here. Definitely one of my favorites.
Definitely.
Sam said he was 4 years old when this came out. Wow.
Yeah, we was the
5.
same age.
I was
I was
5 when this album dropped.
I was 3.
Shit.
try the OG, and he's like, I'm out in here with these young ass kids.
Right? I'm like, yo. Wow.
Trying getting old and shit.
Crazy, man. I feel like a grandfather's on.
Alright. Next track we got is Get Up on a Room. Another very solid song. Not much I can really say about this track, you know what I'm saying? Pretty solid, pretty banger. I love it.
Yeah, this was dope. I like the beat. The bass line, solid.
Is it just me, or Get Up on a Room is like the follow-up to to Half on a Baby, or is it just me?
I
You
can
feel
see
like
what you.
it sounds like that?
Like, am I the only one who thinks it's kind of like a follow up to that?
I think I mean, there's some songs on here where I feel like it sounds like other stuff he put out in the past, though.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was the only one who thought that way. But yeah, this Get Up on 'Em is pretty decent.
Definitely. All right. Now I'm gonna get into One Man. Very good song. He's pretty much talking about. It came out in 1998, Moonflower. He's talking about how he wants to like cut all his bad boy ways and just be dedicated to his one lover and shit like that. So I fucking love it. You know what I'm saying? It's a very dope track.
Yeah, it was good. Nice mid tempo, nice beat. It was dope.
And One Man definitely just him just R. Kelly saying that he just wants to do away with all of his I guess stuck in his way mentality, you know, and just being devoted to just one woman instead of being a player and all that. Pretty good song.
Yeah, very dope track indeed. All right, next track, fucking Rewrite, featuring Cameron Noriega, Vega Cats, and Jay-Z. Now, this is a very important track because this was pretty much the first track that collaborated R. Kelly and Jay-Z, and also the first track that collaborated Jay-Z and Cameron and shit too. So, very interesting shit. You know what I'm saying? Nice little track. This is a classic in my opinion. Little trivia. Jay-Z's verse was actually meant for another song on the VIP remix.
Yeah.
And stuff like that too. So
it's unreleased. The
yeah. But yeah, believe it or not, I kind of feel like Nori had the best verse. I like Nori's verse.
I agree, and I've never said that about Nori. I think he had the best verse.
Yeah, man. Like he definitely did his thing on this one. Let me pull up some lines and shit. He said, and I quote, "Thugged out, yo. All my people giving eye jammies. Now them shorties see I'm cute when they can't stand me. R. Kelly, yo, I'm right from the belly. You know the soul. Everything that we spit on is platinum gold. Like very fire joint and shit like that. Like they all did their thing and stuff too. So this is a classic.
I love his verse. Gun up in your waist. Please don't shoot up the place because it's shorty right here looking good in my face. Hey, yo, it's so deep. I told shorty just last week. It's like you remind me of my Jeep. That's 98 Nori, yo. N-O-R-E. Classic. I love the beat. And Jay-Z verse was dope. It was okay. I think it was like because I heard it on the VIP remix, even though it was not released. So it really wasn't like anything new. Cameron's verse was okay. But it's not too many times I say like, yo, Nori had the best verse on a posse joint. But this was dope. I like the beat. It's real melodic. You know, you got R. Kelly on the chorus, and then like at the latter end of the track, he's singing. And it was cool. He needed a video for this.
Yeah, I was surprised this wasn't a single and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, We Ride is definitely one of my favorite tracks off this album. I remember playing this album sometime during my last year of high school, and I immediately fell in love with this track, and I had this song on repeat a lot. But yeah, very impressed by the lineup here, but I feel that Jay-Z's verse was okay, and Noriega, his was definitely the best out of everyone, and then you have R. Kelly with the chorus, and it was just a pretty dope song. I'm surprised this wasn't a single either, let alone I wish they would have had a video for it. It would have been dope.
Yeah.
Right. Alright, next track, The Opera.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. This, okay. I consider this the precursor to, like, Trapped in the Closet.
Right.
And shit like
Long
that.
before Trapped in the Closet.
Long before. Excuse me. Didn't really care for this. I felt like this shit wasn't needed. It wasn't needed whatsoever.
Well, when I saw him in '94 on the 12th Play tour, like he actually sang opera, so I wasn't surprised, and he can do it because he has that type of voice. I don't think it was needed. I don't know. I don't think it was needed on here. I think like when you have double albums, sometimes you're gonna have artists that they're gonna experiment with something out of left field. And I think
Right.
that's what he did with this. It really wasn't. It wasn't a real song, but you know, I don't think it was needed on here. But you know, he can do it. You know, he has the voice to do opera.
Mm.
Mm. But
All right.
I'm gonna get my thoughts on this. I really feel like this was unnecessary. To be honest, I did not care for this, not one bit.
Yeah,
I
I'm
could
not
have
mad
done
at you.
without the opera track.
I'm not mad at you about that, sis. All right. Now we're gonna get into the interview. This was like another little short track.
Mm-hmm.
Just him being interviewed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, there's this one line where he says, "What turns me on, you and all these lovely honeys here tonight." And then she's like, "Oh, is that right?" And he said, "Well, do they make you happy?" And he's like, "Yeah, they make me happy and shit too." So I guess he's talking about his fans and stuff like that. His career. So nothing really to it. It's a little skit.
I didn't like it. Looking back on the interview now, it's like, what was he trying to tell us? You know what I'm saying? With everything that happened, it's like I don't even think people should listen to it because it just, you know what I'm saying? I can make you think about what he was doing at that time, but I don't think, if anything, if you're gonna do like an interview skit, that could have been like the outro to one of the
Right.
discs on the album. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care for it being in the middle part of the of this one.
Yeah, I have to agree with Try with that on this one because yeah, for the interview skit, I mean, just the fact with like everything that's going on now and him going to be facing sentencing this year sometime, it's just like it kind of has me thinking about what was he doing back in '98.
Right.
You feel like
Yeah.
R. Kelly is the equivalent of Freddie Mercury? Where?
What?
I don't. Where you see the
Who
comparison?
said that?
He said vocally.
Vocally? Nah. R. Kelly had
Vocally?
a stronger
No,
voice.
no, I don't
Who
see
the hell
it.
said that?
That's what I want to know.
Ronnie, what are you smoking tonight?
Oh my
Y'all
god,
smoking that
man.
KC pack or something? What y'all thinking of, man?
Shit. Anyway, only the loot can make me happy featuring Tone. Um, it uses the Surface Happy sample.
Mhm.
It's okay, you know what I'm saying? It did the job done. I'm not the biggest Surface fan like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like that sample was used right when Coogee Rap used it on Fast Life, but even with that, so I'm not really the biggest fan of that song like that, like I much back in the day. But just talking about niggas getting money and stuff like that too, so it's alright.
Yeah, this is one of those braggadocio tracks. I actually have that Surface Happy joint on vinyl. I love that song. I like the sample. I like the way that he used the sample, and you got him and Red Hot Lover Tone from Trackmasters rhyming on the beat. And Kells is saying, we used to use the streets for our football field. In church, free lunch was our only meal. But now we push whips with Lorenzo wheels, living it up in Beverly Hills. So I like this little flow. And then he started singing, and he had Tone drop a little verse on it, and it was dope.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure how the Surface sample was going to be used on this track, but I'll admit they done it the right way. Only the Loot Can Make Me Happy was definitely a good track. I'll admit.
Yeah. Next track, Don't Put Me Out. Um, it's decent. I wasn't really too big on this track either and
Mm.
stuff too.
I liked it. Nice beat, mid-tempo track, pretty solid.
Yeah, I like Don't Put Me Out. It was pretty
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah. Alright, next one is Suicide. Very underrated track. Probably one of probably the darkest song off this album. Self-explorative, talking about how sometimes he feels suicidal, depressed, just into his like paranoia and shit. So I find it decent.
Does he feel like that now?
Maybe, you never know.
what?
I loved it. I loved it. It's a dope track, real soulful. I love the guitars on it and the beat. Ja Rule also rhymed on this on Veni Vidi Vici.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
did not know that.
yeah. When we discussed the album like last summer, we talked about it, and yeah, Ja Rule rhymed on this track, and it was dope.
Yeah, Suicide, yeah, it definitely is a very dark track. I wasn't expecting Kells to have anything like this on the album. And I I think it's relatable for people who have been through depression or who are experiencing depression in the most, I'm trying to think of the word for it, the most like hitting their very low point, like rock bottom, so to speak. And they may have thoughts, suicidal thoughts, with that as well. So yeah,
Right.
as dark as it is, the concept of it was definitely something unexpected.
Definitely. Track number 14, etc. My favorite track off this first disc, in my opinion. Very, very soulful. Just talking about all the things he would do to a woman, you know, and shit like that. I like it, you know. It's very sensual.
Yes, very very nice track, mid tempo, nice beat. It's dope.
Yeah, I like etc. as well. Definitely a dope track.
Alright. Track number 15, If I Can Turn Back the Hands of Time. Just talking about he's just talking about the regrets in his life and his past relationship and stuff. I've always thought this song to be okay. It wasn't really one of my favorites, he's ever done. I know a lot of fans love this song. I felt like personally he was trying to do a Believe I Can Fly Part 2 with this one
You
and
really
shit.
think
So,
that?
Yeah.
in a way, yeah. Like, cause the 90s, like a lot of 90s albums, they always have to have that one track where it's very orchestral, cause they're trying to get that international love and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying?
And
So,
it worked for him a couple times too.
yeah, it did. And Mariah's Hero, like I felt like a lot of motherfuckers wanted to make their own hero too, you know what I'm saying? So either their own hero, their own One Sweet Day.
Hmm.
So it's giving me those Mariah Carey hero vibes and shit.
I think this song would have been good on "Write Me Back." 'Cause Write Me Back, that album, he had like a lot of these type of like
Yeah,
old '60s vintage songs.
yeah. I
Hmm.
feel like it would have fit for that.
Yeah, this would have been better for that album later on,
Hmm.
but it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, if I could turn back the hands of time, it's definitely, to me, a relatable track for anyone. Because I mean, we've all have regrets in our lives about things we should have done or could have done or wish we didn't do. We've all been there, and in that aspect, and as
Right.
well as I kind of felt like this song was like a little out of place just because of the sound of it. Like Trav was saying, it sounded like vintage '60s music. Like kind of reminded me of something like Sam Cooke could have done or
Right.
someone like that. But yeah, not a bad song.
Definitely. Alright, next track, What I Feel / Issues. Um, this was a very solid track, you know what I'm saying? Just basically just reading this fucking girl and whatever and stuff like that. Um, yeah, very solid track. Not one of my favorites, but it's pretty decent.
This is the realest shit that he ever wrote. Like some of
Yeah.
the things he's saying now, when you hear it again, you're like, oh, well, why didn't you think about that when he was doing what he was doing?
Hmm.
When he
Yeah.
says like, if you had your way, I'd be lock and key. Everywhere I go, trouble follows me. You don't like my song, well, it pays the bills, and you cut me down because I keep it real. So again, was he like? I felt like he was like putting stuff in his lyrics, low key, and coming out and telling people like, yo, I'm doing these things, I need help, but I don't know how to come out and ask for help. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Interesting.
like when you hear it now, like 20 something years later, I'm like, yo, like he was doing, he know what he was doing back then.
Mm.
He was in denial, you know.
Yeah,
That's
what
real
I
pertinent.
feel slash issues definitely is a very solid song. But yeah, it does kind of have me thinking like, with all the stuff that he did do, it's kind of like, was he like foreshadowing everything that he knew was gonna happen to him, or something like that?
Right.
That's what I got out of it.
Definitely. Alright, next track is called Chase, which is pretty much like a little
That's on this too.
well, yeah, this too. Oh yeah, cause I don't have
Oh,
I believe I can fly. I only have that on disc 2 and shit. Alright, that's the end of disc 1, by the way.
Oh,
Alright, disc 2 has 13 tracks, so it's not too bad. We can do this.
okay.
Alright, The Chase, that's the first track and shit like that. um, Pretty much, it's a corny skit, I'm not gonna lie, about player haters and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I could have done without this. It's leading up to the next track, but I could have done without this.
see, I like the intro for the chase because like they're chasing after him and they're like, oh, well, they spotted him with like a CD. Yeah, and I think that should have been the intro to the album. That should have been the album intro, because most double albums they have a intro, and he didn't have
Right.
no intro. He didn't have no intro for disc 1, and then when disc 2 comes on, you have like the chase, and I feel like, well, why couldn't this been the intro for the whole album? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand that. You have like dogs barking, and the phone is ringing, and it's like a whole bunch of cops, chasing R. Kelly, and so I just felt like the intro, this intro could have been on this one.
Honestly, I could have done without the chase intro. I felt like it was clearly unnecessary and just should not have been on this album.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Ashley on that. Sure, and then next track, VIP. Just a club banger. Just talking about motherfuckers that's hating on him and shit like that. Just says fuck you to the haters. This was produced by him and Devontae Swing of Jodeci fame, and he samples the Alone track from Jodeci and shit too. So
Yeah.
very very dope track. I love it.
I was saying it sounded like a Devontae track, with the auto-tune, the early auto-tune in it, and I love the beat, I love the drums, and the remix is totally different. Like when you hear the remix, it's more it's a totally different like melody and beat compared to the original one. It's like the original is like more darker.
Right.
But I love it. You know what I'm saying? And he's rapping on this also, and he's saying, I know you haters want to come to Rockland's party, but you can't get in unless you VIP. And I love the chorus for that. And yeah, that should have been really how you start off part 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take the chase off and then you put it on disc 1, and then VIP should have been like the lead off track. But I like it though.
Yeah, even though VIP isn't a favorite of mine off this album, I'll admit it was pretty decent. I wasn't expecting Kells to sample the Jodeci song Alone, to be honest. I had no idea. It was a pretty decent track.
Definitely. Alright. Next track. Did You Ever Think? This one was okay. Really wasn't really too keen on this one like that, so that was decent.
Love it. I think it's a banger. I love the remix with Nas, the video version. That was dope too.
Yeah, I forgot. That version was better. Yeah.
The beat was dope. The strings on it is one of my favorites on this album.
Yeah, I liked Did You Ever Think? It was pretty dope, very catchy, very upbeat, you know. And
Yeah,
yeah, but even though I never listened to the remix, this is one of my favorite tracks off this part of the album.
highly agree with you on that. Track number 20, Dollar Bill, featuring Foxy Brown.
Mm,
I love the Trackmasters, but this has
but
got to be one of the worst beats I've heard from them in my life.
Wow.
This beat was so much going on to it, it wasn't even funny. Like, R. Kelly did his thing, Foxy Brown did her thing, but the Trackmasters, and I never said that a lot about the Trackmasters and shit too, because, you know, their record has been like spotless, but this beat was like, bang, dang, dang. I don't know what the fuck I was listening to. It was just like, oh god, that beat just sounds like some. Oh, I don't even know how to explain that shit.
just call it what it was. It was hot garbage.
Toilet water.
Wow.
What's the track called?
Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill.
Okay, let me look it up.
I love it. I think that I think they switched it up with the drums. The drums was different on this one, but I think it was a band. Foxy Brown did her thing on this. This is probably like the last good like Foxy collab, yo. Because after this, China Doll came out, and you know how I feel about that album. But
Yeah.
I think Foxy killed it definitely.
Yeah, even though Foxy did a thing on this track, I'm just gonna be real. I did not care too much for Dollar Bill like that. It was not a good song. I don't know if it was just the beat that was used by Trackmasters or what it was. It was just not good.
Yeah. Definitely feel your point and shit. Like it has so much potential, but to me it was
But
just
it
that
got
fucking
messed up.
that beat. It sounded like they were trying to do what it's. I'm just gonna say, it sounded like they were trying to do what like Puffy was doing. I don't know, but
Yeah, it do sound like some bad boy shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's what I was just about to bring it up. It did sound like something Bad Boy would have done.
Sound like the
right,
Lots with a freestyle on or something.
right, like that. I got the Power joint from the No Way Out album. Like that's what it sounded like and shit. But yeah, man. Next track, Reality. Very dope track. Again, self-explanatory. You know, we're just talking about the shit that's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? Pretty solid track in my opinion.
Yeah, this is dope. I like it. Nice beat, nice bass line. This is solid.
Yeah, Reality is definitely a good song. Pretty much it's just R. Kelly telling about all the stuff that's happened in his life, you know. Not a bad song.
Alright. Alright, next track. Yeah, definitely. Next track, Second Kelly. A dope but confusing track.
Yes.
It's because you know, like back in the late '90s, the Y2K, the technology era was
the
coming.
futuristic sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got the idea, but it was just like
Why
call it Second Kelly?
The title is stupid.
Yeah. Like it kind of sounded like a Computer Love is kind of track, but certain things just didn't really make sense.
Pretty much it sounds like a computerized version of R. Kelly.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's all I had to say on that.
I mean, again, I think now this song you could have used for the outro for the album because when in the chorus, like he's naming his different songs, Bump and Grind and Sex Me and Your Body's Calling and all that. This should have been the outro for the album, not like a full song or at least use it for like an interlude. But I think the title was stupid and it was confusing with the whole, him being a computer and all that, and I didn't understand that. I'm like, what is the meaning of this track? Like, what does it mean?
Nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand it. I just felt like that should have been the outro.
I'll admit I was confused about Second Kelly as well because I'm like, where was he going with this? What was he thinking? What made him think this was something good? Because honestly, the whole time it was just me hearing him in a computerized robotic voice, so to speak, and I was like confused about what was he getting at with this song. And I feel like it was one of those tracks that to me is like out of place, because like what concept are you going with for this album? Like what are you trying to do with it? And that just threw me off.
Right. It's no secret. I kind of prefer the first disc over the second disc.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The same thing.
Mm-hmm. Because I just felt like the second disc, you were trying to get a bit too experimental.
Yeah, it was just all over the place.
Right. But I'll give my full thoughts after I finish. But next track, Ghetto Queen featuring Crucial Conflict, Tri's favorite group. Yeah, for those who don't know who Crucial Conflict, they were like a Midwest group that was part of the whole. Well, they had that whole tongue twisty kind of thing. They got compared to Bone Thugs, but they kind of had a beef with Bone Thugs. They were known for songs like Hey and Desperado. Their first album, The Final Six, I fuck with that. That's probably like the only album I liked from them, because the second album was cool, but it kind of had a bit filler. But with this track, oh yeah, it did appear on the Good Side, Bad Side album. Yeah, I forgot about to mention that. But this track, it was, he was trying to do, like I said, it was both of them were from Chicago, so I got it. I mean, it was pretty different, but it was decent at the same time. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Crucial Conflict fan like that, but I felt like it should just stay on Crucial Conflict's album and shit. That's all I gotta say.
Well, why not get the other person that's from Chicago, Twister?
Twister.
He would have killed it.
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, Twister wasn't really like the popular thing, because like Adrenaline Rush was like, he was just really breaking out with that one, but then once the fucking Kamikaze album came out, it was a rap. That was like his mainstream breakthrough, if that makes sense.
I like the beat, but it reminded me too much of Bone Thugs. They sound like Bone Thugs on this track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even with like the call and response thing that they do on the track, they sound like Bone Thugs on here. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what always turned me off about them. But you know, Twister would have sounded good on here. Bone would have sounded good on here. You know, it was a dope beat though, and he could have released this as a single. I mean, he dropped like 9 singles from this whole double album. You know what I'm saying? Like this would have been like one of those songs where, you know, you coming from R&B and you introducing, you know, a Midwest, you know, rap group to mainstream America. That would have been a good look on his part to me.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Crucial Conflict, but Ghetto Queen, the song, it was pretty decent. I'm surprised he didn't push this further to make it a single. Not a bad track.
Yeah, definitely hear your point about that. Alright, next track, Down Low, Double Life. So when I first read the title, I thought it was pretty much a sequel. So it was pretty much a sequel to the Down Low track from the self-titled album and shit like that. But from what I looked up, it was pretty much the male's perspective on the Changing Faces song, the Get Out track, part 1 and part 2. Pretty cool song, by the way.
Yeah.
And shit, and you know, R. Kelly, he produced both of those tracks too, you know, this one and that one and shit too. So this one was pretty good. I like it for what it is and shit. Fuck with it.
It was good. I didn't know it was a sequel to the Get Out song. But if that's the case, you know, Changing Faces should have been on it.
Right.
You know, they could have been like the feature, you know, the special guest on here, and I love the beat and the pianos, and it was dope. But I think if this was a sequel to their song, why not have them be on the song? You know.
Yeah, I had no idea this was a sequel to Get Out by Changing Faces either. So that's news to me. It would have made more sense to have them on this song, you know?
Right.
Yeah, because I think it would have made it more better, made it stand out more.
Definitely. I definitely hear your point and shit like that. Cause I think the second album got like it didn't do commercially as well as the first album from what I read.
Oh,
That
And
was that was a big
so
hit. That was a big hit for them though. That Ghetto UT.
yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
What's up, hip hop rap XP review? What's up? Um, next is Looking for Love. This one right here was pretty cool, self-explanatory. You know, just talking about looking for love and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just okay, decent.
Yeah, it was dope. Dope ballad, nice pianos, nice beat.
I did not care too much for Looking for Love. Least favorite off this album.
Yeah, I can't get mad at you about that. Shoot. Next track, Dancing with a Rich Man. Um, this one kind of had like a Latin flavor to it and shit like that.
Mm,
Again, decent. Like I said, you can tell by this point he was just all over the place.
yeah.
At this point and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think that it was one of the better change of pace on this album and stuff like that too. So I'll give it that.
Thought it was good. Again, like he tried something different, and had like your little Spanish guitars and nice beat. It sounded like a real sensual Latin type of R&B like track, like something you can dance to. I thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? Just that was just like him as an artist, trying something different for a whole double album, and you're gonna expect that on a whole double album. So I liked it.
Right.
Mm. Dancing with a Rich Man, even though I really didn't care too much for it, I kind of understand like what R. Kelly was trying to do. You know, change it up, change his style up a bit, experiment, try something that he's never done before with this. I guess Latin Latin infused style type of song. I get that.
Definitely, definitely. All right, we almost there, y'all.
Yep.
Okay. I'm Your Angel with Celine Dion. My least favorite track off this album.
Oh wow.
Uh, I'm gonna be a little biased. I've never really been a big Celine Dion fan. I feel like she's one of the most overrated vocalists in music history.
Really.
I might be pissing off a lot of people, but her voice never really did anything for me. I feel like I said like a couple of days ago, I feel like her career should have died when the Titanic like crashed and shit like that.
Oh my god.
Like, and like I said, the '90s was the era of the orchestral soundtracks,
Mm-hmm.
like the soundtrack, like the international hit. But that Titanic, whatever,
My heart will
yo
go
with
on
me, whatever that crap is. I never, even when I. That's why one of the main reasons I kind of feel like I kind of fell off watching Titanic because
because of that
niggas
song.
used to always overplay that song. But back to this track, I'm Your Angel, one of my least favorite R. Kelly songs. I'm just like, this should just stayed on Celine Dion's album at this point, but that's just my opinion.
Mm.
It's a good song. Like Celine Dion is a goat. She's a great singer. I wasn't a huge fan of her, but I can respect her artistry, and to do a song like this with R. Kelly. I mean, this was huge when that came out too. So I think it's a good song.
Respect.
Yeah, I'm Your Angel. I'll admit it was a pretty good song, but even though I'm not a big Celine Dion fan either, I've only heard 3 Celine Dion songs in my life, and it was mainly through my dad. And because I know when Titanic came out, my dad listened to that song "My Heart Will Go On" like a million times, And mind you, I was a kid whenever I would hear him sing that song. I'm in my head. I'm like, oh my God, will you please stop singing this song?
Right.
And there was another song that she did for a soundtrack for a movie. I can't even think of the name of the movie, but I remember the song was called "Because You Loved Me."
That was a big hit for her.
Yeah, that's what it was. I know my dad would sing that because he had that song on a mixtape he made, and I remember hearing that. That one, that one was pretty good too. I'll admit that I can listen to that and "I'm Your Angel" every now and again, but "My Heart Will Go On," I cannot. Still to this day, I cannot take that song.
Right. Alright, man. I just feel like all her music sounds the same, man. And maybe it's just me and shit, but it's just.
Yeah, I've never listened to a full-on Celine Dion album.
Give me Shania Twain any day and shit, man. Now I want to get into "Money Makes the World Go Round" featuring Nas. To my opinion, my favorite track off this whole album. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice feel kind of track. Like, yeah, not just this whole second is like dead as a whole fucking album, my favorite track. Nas and R. Kelly, just a nice little collaboration. That should have been the original Best of Both Worlds. Like, imagine that produced with Trackmaster's beats and shit like that. That would have been fire, but we got what we got with the Jay-Z album and shit. But, yeah, man, very, very dope song and shit like that. I kind of like their collaboration here than on Street Dreams remix, even though I love the Street Dreams remix and shit. So yeah.
I thought it was dope. The beat was fire. You got like the women singing on the chorus, and Nas had a nice verse. He said, for those who lived the way that I lived, we came a long way from wiping coal out of eyelids to rap's hottest. I thought he had a decent verse, and it was good. I don't know if I think in hindsight, if he did a Best of Both Worlds with R. Kelly, he probably would have regretted it now, looking back at everything that happened. So,
Oh man.
I don't know. Like I like the Nas and Damian Marley album. I thought that was a great collab album. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, "Money Makes the World Go Round" featuring Nas. Definitely not a bad song. Definitely catchy, and I like this collab with Nas as well as Street Dreams remix as well. And to me,
Yeah.
"Money Makes the World Go Round" reminds me of "Only the Loot Can Make Me Happy," because I guess what the message
Yes.
entails in regards to money.
Right.
I feel you. And we already talked about I Believe I Can Fly on the Space Jam soundtrack, so
Right. So,
I'm not even gonna be
Classic.
talking about
Yeah.
this again.
Yeah.
But let me give my honest opinion. Okay. Very good album. To me, this may be my fourth favorite album that he's done. But I'm not gonna lie. If you would have just based this off the first disc in general, it could have just been an instant classic. Maybe add a few joints from the second disc, like Money Make the World Go Round. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Money Make the World Go Round and shit like that. But the second disc, you can tell he was trying to go a bit too experimental. Even the first disc too. But it's still a good album. Like, it's still a classic album by many. I would give this a 4 out of 5 in my opinion and shit like that. Of course, this album was out of print for obvious reasons, but it's his best-selling album to date and stuff. And got him a few awards. He got the Sammy Davis Entertainer of the Year award. He won the Best R&B Soul Album. All this was the Soul Train Awards, by the way. He was nominated for a few Grammys for When a Woman's Fed Up, I'm Your Angel, and stuff like that. I wonder who won those years, man. But I'm too lazy to pull them up right now. But fuck it. But yeah, Phone Mics. That's all I gotta say.
I think this album is great, great production. He had 9 big hits on this album. The features were great. He didn't, and I like the fact that he can hold down a whole double album and not, log jam the whole album with features like we see like with a lot of other artists. And I think it was great. I think the only I saw Q say something about what artists he could have worked with on this album. There's 2 artists he could have worked with, Big Pun and DMX. Could have been on this album. But this was '98 when they both came out, and I felt like I could hear Big Pun on the We Ride track.
Oh yes.
And
Yeah.
I think those 2 should have been on the album. Even though he came out with 9 songs, there's some other songs I felt like could have been singles, like Dollar Bill with Foxy Brown, Money Makes the World Go Round. Even a video for We Ride would have been good. But other than that, I think it was a solid double album. Still, to me, I think this is the best R&B double album ever. I don't think none of Chris Brown's double or triple albums was fucking with it.
Oh god.
Top 5 to me. Like, I'm putting it right there with All Eyes on Me and Art of War, Wu-Tang Forever. It's that great. So I'm giving it 5 mics.
It's been years since I've listened to the R album. I'll admit, disc 1 is way better than disc 2. That's just my opinion. For him to have 9 singles off this double disc album speaks volumes to what R. Kelly was able to do at that time. And there were a few issues I've had listening to part 2 of this album. To me, I felt like it was all over the place. I know he was experimenting and trying new stuff, but some stuff I could have done without. Other stuff was either pretty good or decent. Like, I was able to listen to Money Makes the World Go Round, I'm Your Angel, I Believe I Can Fly, and Did You Ever Think? But everything else was just, I don't know, just either a mess or just something I really didn't care too much for. But part 1 was overall pretty good. But yeah, for me to rate this album, I'll give it 4 out of 5.
Respect. Alright. Alright, so now the main event. The collection. And we actually did this within an hour too, so that's perfect. Okay, so just to let y'all know, I got a few more albums coming in the mail too, or I gotta pick up after.
Same.
Yeah, so like how we usually do, just go show 2 albums and whatnot. I'm gonna start it off, then I'm gonna send it out to Tried and Ash and Eric and shit too. Yeah, man. So without further ado, I'm already gonna start off with some wild shit for y'all. But you know what? This artist, to me, this guy has been credited as one of the godfathers of hip hop and shit like that. He's pretty much like a parody artist. Some of these albums are kind of like blind buys, but I've heard the artist, and it's Blowfly with Porno Freak for immature adults only. This came out in 1981. I know you guys thinking, what the fuck? You already on some
Yeah, that's a
wild
crazy
shit.
ass title.
Already awesome, like the first album and shit. But I like to pick my albums just randomly and shit like that. So, for those who don't know who Blowfly is, he is like one of the original influences when it comes to hip hop and stuff. He's like a funk artist that produced for Sam and Dave, Betty White. To put it bluntly, he's like the male equivalent to Millie Jackson. So if you guys know about Millie Jackson and shit like that, then this should be no surprise for you. He passed away a couple of years ago, so rest in peace to him. Like I said, this was like a blind buy. I got it when I was at this CD convention, I think about a month and a half ago or whatever. Yeah, it was like about a month ago and shit. And this motherfucker I have 2 of his albums that is sealed up. I look at myself like, yo, that's the Blow. I never seen the Blowfire album in stores like that. So he pretty much said you can have it. He gave me a discount. So I forgot his name, but whatever his name is, shout out to you and shit like that. But yeah, man, it's just certain songs like The Girl Wants to Fuck, The Fuck Boss. I mean, it's only 6 songs, but one of them is an instrumental. So yeah, man. If you guys are in like some of the early shit like this is a must-have in your collection. Of course, this album's out of print, so if y'all can find this album, then check this out. If you guys like the Triple X kind of shit. So this is Blowfire Porno Freak, released in 1981. All right, let me see if I can get a vinyl this time. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so this is a shout out to my homeboy DJ. He gave it to me as a graduation gift, at my job. He gave me 3 vinyls, by the way. And this is from a Southern hip hop, Southern rapper, you know what I'm saying? Well, I feel like does not get his just due, in my personal opinion. And it's Big Crit with his second album, Cadillac.
That's a good one.
Released on 2014. A very, very dope album. I remember when this album first came out too. He had that song, Country Shit, which that was a big, big song, back like 2013, 2012, one of them years and shit. So he was just dropping mixtape after mixtape. Very, very dope album. His singles was Pay Attention, Cadillactica, and Soul Food. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this I'm listening to this album, but I remember certain tracks like King of the South was pretty good, and he produced most of this album too. So yeah, man, that's very dope. Yeah, man, Big Crit, Cadillactica, released in 2014. A must have in your collection. Thank you, DJ, for this one.
Have you done a review on that?
I've never done a review on Big Crit.
Now we could do it. Now we could do you could do that. 'Cause I have the CD for that.
Perfect.
That's dope.
Perfect. By the way, I finished the review so I can smoke in a little bit. So yeah, I said I was going to smoke during the review. So
all right. I got now this artist. I got his other greatest hits, and I didn't realize that he had 2 different greatest hits. But one has more songs than the other one. So this is Rick James, the Motown Greatest Hits edition.
Oh wow!
This one has 9 songs, but the definitive collection has 17 songs. So get that one. But I think that one is out of. Huh?
Let me see that cover. I'm sorry.
The Motown.
I never seen that. Wow.
I never seen it either.
Yeah, it has 9 songs on it. The 9 greatest hits. I don't know why it's only 9, but the definitive collection has 17. So get that one because that one has Standing on the Top with him and the Temptations, and it has like all of his other stuff. This one only has like the stuff from like the Street Songs album.
Of course.
Give It to Me, Baby, and Super Freak, and Mary Jane, Ebony Eyes. So yeah, but this one is good. But get the definitive collection. 'Cause that one has the complete all his hits on that one. And I got from Reg, and this one I actually had on cassette back in the day, and I know it's super out of print. It's Bobby Brown's remix album. You know it.
Oh.
Love this album. But the dude that Reg got it from, y'all see the back cover is like fucking cut, like he cut it.
Fucking bit that shit like
$1.50 that
like
motherfucker.
he just trimmed that shit on the edge, yo. I'm like, yo. But it plays great though, so I'm happy to have it, man. Thanks, Reg.
Anytime, boss.
Okay.
Oof.
A couple of stuff in my collection. I got some stuff from the same artist, so of course I have some of those, but I'll probably just show whatever ones I do have from that particular artist. But I'm gonna start out with some soundtracks that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a minute. One of my favorite movies from the 90s, directed by none other than Robert Townsend, the 5 Heartbeats soundtrack.
Nice.
Yeah.
I almost got that too.
I never seen that before.
What? You never seen the soundtrack or the movie?
I've seen the movie, I just ain't never seen the soundtrack.
Okay, okay. Well, it has 10 songs. They got A Heart is a House for Love by the Dells. We
Mm.
haven't finished yet. Nights Like This by After Seven. Bring Back the Days. Baby Stop Running Around. In the Middle. Nothing But Love. Are You Ready for Me? Stay in My Corner. And I Feel Like Going On. That's the track
Dope.
listing for the 5 Heartbeats. And another soundtrack I've got my hands on is a mini series also from the early 90s that, of course, I'm pretty sure all of us have seen numerous times. None other than The Jacksons and American Dream.
Nice.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Fuck your office hours, nigga.
My
That's like
office
one of the,
hours are from 9 to 5.
that's like one of the best ass whoopers I've ever seen in movies and shit.
Shit.
Let me out.
What you say? What you say? All right. We're going to Detroit. We're going with a dude who been putting it down for years with the wicked shit. Definitely a godfather when it comes to, you know, the hardcore sound of the Detroit area. And basically was influencers with the Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, and that whole camp. This album is not for the faint of heart. If you're a church going man, I suggest you don't listen to this. This is the 25th anniversary of Esham, Booming Words of Hell.
Ooh.
Between this and Do You Believe in God from his group Nodis, probably one of the darkest albums in hip hop history. Between that and The Great Walenko, or I'm trying to think of the other album, Ringmaster from the same Clown Posse that came out in '94. I mean, you got songs like Esham's Booming, My Nine Rhymes, Dream Girl, Devil's Groove. A real good like interlude track is Amen to Another Sin. It's like 2 minutes, but he's just going into his like devilish flow. Like I said, man, this album is not for the bitches. So I suggest y'all read a Bible or just, you know, douse some holy water over your body before you listen to this shit, cause you definitely going to hell after you listen to this album. This is Esham, Booming Words for Hell, released in 1989, 25th anniversary, 2014 edition. All right, we're leaving Detroit. We're staying in the Midwest, going to Kansas City. This dude is very underrated. I've been listening to his albums a while, but this dude is definitely, when it comes to like that fast flow Midwest rap, he definitely is one of the, you know, pillars of it. And this is probably one of my favorite songs from him. This is Tech Nine, Ever Ready, released in 2006. This fucking album is fire as fuck, man. Like, this nigga Tech Nine is just on a whole nother level, dude. Like, and the thing about this album is it's a double disc. It got a bonus disc with like extra tracks from his Strange Music camp. But my favorite songs off here is Riot Maker, No Can Do, which is using one of the Hall & Oates samples. I'm trying to think of what sample. Trying to think of it. It got the hook. I can't go for that. No can do.
Yeah.
I can't go
Yeah,
for
I
that.
can't go for that.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
they using that as the hook. Like, it's definitely bringing you that Midwest Kansas City type vibes to it. Welcome to the Midwest. I think he's using a Frank Sinatra sample, if I'm not mistaken, on one of that song. Another sample he's using is the Art of Noise beatbox version, which was on the. I'm trying to think if it was on the Beat Street soundtrack or the. I'm trying to think. I think it was on one of the Breaking soundtracks. But yeah, besides that, very underrated albums when it comes to Midwest music. I really don't hear a lot of people give Tech Nine his credit, especially with him contributing to like the real fast flow and MCing of hip hop. So that was Tech Nine, Ever Ready, released in 2006.
Dope.
Yeah, I've never been the biggest Tech Nine fan, believe it or not, but some shit I do like from him and stuff.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Alright, I got another rarity for y'all. This is from a singer that a lot of people are kind of, I'm just gonna be real, they're kind of like shading her due to a recent versus performance, but
Shit.
I don't give a fuck. I still fuck with her. It's Shaka Khan, The Woman I Am. I got this from the same convention I went to where I got the Blowfly album. This came out in 1992. In my opinion, this is the best album. In my opinion, um, she went a little jazzy with this one, a little R&B jazz, because she and Warner Brothers, they kind of had like this disagreement because Warner Brothers kind of wanted her to do like the more commercial shit that she did on the I Feel For You, which she never really cared for that album. And I'm not even gonna, I'm not really a big I Feel For You fan. That
That's my
album,
favorite album from her, from the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm more of the self-titled Shaka Khan album that came out in '82. That to me was the
I like
best one in
Naughty.
the '80s.
Naughty was dope too.
Naughty was good too. Yeah,
I like Destiny from 86.
I never heard that one either. So yeah, man. So yeah, this one came out in 1992. This was a tribute to Miles Davis. She was cool with Miles Davis, and he had passed away the year before. I think he had like throat cancer or some shit like that. Yeah, rest in peace. And yeah, this was a very dope album. It actually got her a Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance. It was known for singles like "Love You All My Lifetime," "You Make the Story Right," "Give Me All," "The Woman I Am," "I Want," and "Don't Look at Me That Way." Shit like that. Very, very dope album and shit. Probably her best album in the 90s and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people kind of like that album she did with Prince, "To Come to My House," which I haven't even heard yet, but this was a very good album, very underrated if you ask me, because everybody wants to listen to the I Feel For You and stuff like that, solo wise and stuff too. So Shaka Khan, "The Woman I Am." Alright, we get another CD. Let me get a good one, man. Shit. Oh, okay, this was pretty good. Okay, so we're actually going to talk about this artist, me and Try, this week and stuff like that. And I got one of their albums from I think like a Goodwill thrift store, whatever. Edwin McKay, excuse me. It's Heavy D and the Boys, Nothing But Love. This came out in 1994. It's actually their last studio album together and stuff like that. And it came out right after the Blue Funk album, which a lot of fans, diehard fans, don't kind of care for that album because it had like a more darker, serious tone compared like to the previous three before that one. This one was kind of like a back to the basics, going back to the roots, but with like a 90s twist to it, you know what I'm saying? Love this fucking album. It's actually their most successful album to date. It's hard for me to pick their favorite album because all of their albums have been pretty dope. But this is probably the one I listen to the most. Known for singles like "Nothing But Love," "Got Me Waiting."
Oh, I love that. Love those.
Yes,
joints.
that and the remix was hot.
I haven't
this
listened to the remix.
This Is Your Night. Black Coffee. Ooh, Sex With You. But my favorite track on this whole album, "Baby, Spend a Little Time on Top," man. That fire fucking track. Yeah, Marley, man. One of the greatest and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But like I said, this was a very good album. The last album that they've done together, because Heavy pretty much went solo. Well, because at that time he was the president of Uptown, like around '95. And then he went solo. He did the solo albums. He brought Tamia on and shit. So yeah, man. Rest in peace to Heavy D, and rest in peace to Trouble T. Roy, by the way.
Alright, this album I got from Reg again, and I know he don't like this group for whatever reason. And this is one of those albums that when it came out in '93, like I was bumping summer '93 along with like Black Sunday from Cypress Hill and LL Cool J 14 Shots to the Dome. So I like it, Reg don't like it, and he was like, since he don't like it, he sent it to me. Crisscross the Bomb, I love it. Some of the best Jermaine Dupri production. To me, I think this is the best Crisscross album. I think as far as sales, it wasn't great like the first one, but production wise, I think he was on point. When you hear joints like The Bomb with the Brat first appearance on the record, and you got I'm Real, that was the second single. All Right with Supercat, that was the first single. The whole album to me is fire. They actually have on which one it was, A Lot to Live For. That was like they took part. This is like a little sample from the Different World episode with them and Kadeem Hardison. I think it's a great album. So, Crisscross the Bomb, and I got some stuff from Eric. The first one is D12 Purple Pills CD single. I love it. That album might be on my best albums list because I do feel like Devil's Night was a solid album, and I really enjoyed that one more than the second one. So thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. This is the Purple Pills CD single classic record.
Yeah, I was like, good riddance on that crisscross and shit.
This nigga.
Good riddance, man.
I drop bombs like him and Shima. That's my shit, boy.
That dollar store death row, man, I'm telling you.
He said that Dollar Tree death row. Damn, they ain't even prestigious enough to be Dollar General. Damn.
That's messed up. Alright. Next one I got is from, these two albums are from the same artist, so I got multiple albums from the same artist, so I'm just showing the ones I do have. I've been wanting to get my hands on these for a minute, and I'm glad I got it. I have Nate Dogg G-Funk Classics Volume 1 and 2.
Ooh.
I don't even got that.
Jesus.
Yeah!
Wow.
I'm so jealous.
Right?
Yeah, I've been wanting to get my hands on these for years, and I was finally able to get it before 2021 ended, so yeah.
Wow.
A lot of my favorite joints are on these albums, man. Favorites on here, Hardest Man in Town, These Days, Me and My Homies, Never Leave Me Alone. Another one's I like I Don't Want to Hurt No More, Just Another Day, She's Strange, No Matter Where I Go, Nobody Does It Better. Those are my favorite joints.
Dope.
Yeah, definitely. Nate Dogg G-Funk Classics Volumes 1 and 2. Rest in peace to Nate Dogg.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to Harlem. This group is very underrated, in my opinion. Rest in peace to ASAP Yams. This dude is definitely a solid rapper, in my opinion. I wish he'll come out with another album. We're going with ASAP Ferg, Trap Lord, released in 2000 and I think this came out in 2013. Classic album, in my opinion. Way better than his second album. I don't forgot the title of it, but I always go back to this album. We got tracks like Shabba, featuring ASAP Rocky, Lord, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony, Hood Pope, classic, very underrated music video. Check it out on YouTube. Dump Dump, Work Remix, featuring ASAP Rocky, French Montana for some reason. Trinidad James and Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q had the best verse on that, in my opinion. I could have done without French Montana and Trinidad James, so. Cocaine Castle is a perfect way to end the album too. Very, it kind of reminds me of like the Carter or something, like from New Jack City. You just see all the crackheads, around just strung out on drugs and stuff, kids roaming around the streets, just looking for their parents and stuff. They beamed out and shit. But overall, this is a very good album, especially for this generation's Harlem, MCs and stuff. I can rarely tolerate, certain music coming out of New York now, ever since, this whole drill rap scene shit. But, those early 2010s when, the ASAP Mob was really coming out and making their way for their own, they was very well given a fresh set of what New York hip hop used to be, but they was doing it in their own way and stuff. But that was ASAP Ferg, Trap Lord.
Dope.
Alright, this next album, we was on a live stream when niggas was talking about album rankings and shit,
Oh,
but I like this album. I might have ranked it too high, but in my opinion, it's a really, really good album from the shit that these other niggas was, rating and shit. But, everybody got their choices, so we going to the Wu-Tang Clan with the W,
love that
the
album.
German version, released
Yeah.
in 2000. I mean, you got tracks like Chamber Music, Careful Click Click, One Blood under the W. That's what the game got that One Blood from.
Right.
MC Conditioner, rest in peace to old dirty bastard. I could have seen that as a music video. Protect Your Neck, The Jump Off, Let My Niggas Live. I Can't Go to Sleep. Ghostface crying like you always do on certain songs and shit, but this shit is fire though. And Ja World featuring Junior Reed. Overall, very solid album in my opinion. And when you look at group albums and you see back covers like this, you just see brothers, united, just putting out classic good music. You don't really see a lot of gay shit going on, especially from like groups back in that day though. But this is the Wu-Tang Clan, the W, released in 2000.
That was solid. I don't know how they felt like it was whack.
Yeah, niggas putting Drake's albums at 10s and shit. And I'm like, okay,
Crazy.
I don't know.
I had to. Anyway, I'm gonna do a vinyl. This is literally one of the rarest albums I have in my collection. It's a Motown album, and this might be like one of my favorite R&B albums of all time. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, What Love Has Joined Together. This came out in 1970. Their best album together. I'm Not Playing. Very, very soulful album. It's like a concept album, and they took like some covers of tracks like they did a cover of Stevie Wonder's My Sherry and More, a cover of Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's If This Love of Mine, which I don't have an unpopular opinion. I feel like they had the best version of My Sherry and More. I could be.
What? Are you serious?
It's that good. It's that.
Almost over Stevie Wonder?
I love Stevie's version.
Better than
It's a
Steve's.
classic. It's a standard. But the Smokey and the Miracles, you have to listen to it for yourself. I'm not gonna lie, but what else? Like, yeah, this was a very hot album and shit. It was like very soulful. Like they were entering that 70s soul. Even the album cover, you can tell they had the afros and the leather jackets and shit. His wife, his then wife, Claudette, in the back cover and shit like that. And it's crazy because this album was only released on CD once and stuff like that. But they recently added this on streaming like a couple of years ago too. So
Oh, wow.
I have to get this album. It's still sealed too. So, but there's gonna be a review on this album this month. So stay tuned on that. You know what? I might as well just show this album. I don't give a fuck. This album, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with my opinion on this album. Drum roll. It's the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, Lonely Hearts Band.
Dope.
Yeah, the everyone's choice for the greatest rock album of all time. I like it, but I feel like it's very overrated, in my personal opinion.
Right.
And I'm gonna explain. Because the singles are A Day in the Life. Hold on, let me find the singles. Shit. I think it's Day in the Life was a single. With a Little Help from My Friends. Pretty much almost all these. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. That was a single. But yeah. Okay. Here's the thing about this album. I get it. It's supposed to be this psychedelic, trippy album. But the thing about I always got pissed off about that album. I never thought it was psychedelic enough for me. in my opinion, and shit like that. You know, like this album. I mean, it has its trippy joints. Don't get me wrong, but it was like more like artsy pop in a way and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much was like on that LSD around this time. They were trying to use the albums as like a way to like, you know, speak on using the album as an art form. But let's be real, they were very influenced by like the Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, and you know there was some controversy too because Frank Zappa, you know, of the Mothers of Invention, he pretty much said that the Beatles kind of stole their sound and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always felt like Revolver was like to me the more psychedelic out of this album and shit like that. Like I said, this album is a good album, but it's not. I'm not really even the biggest Beatles fan, but it's not like what I would consider like their crown jewel. Even Rolling Stone at this point, at one point, named it like the greatest album of all time before they replaced that with Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" and shit. And you know the album. Oh, and also around this time, John Lennon, he caught some controversy because he said like how the Beatles were bigger than Jesus Christ too, and you know they stopped performing live like years before too. So yeah, this was good album, not among my favorites. I kind of prefer Revolver and Abbey Road over this one. So
Now, you don't feel like Abbey Road is overrated?
hell no.
Really? Because that seems to be like that and Sgt. Pepper seem to be like the two most popular Beatles albums.
Let me tell you, Abbey Road to me was them at their fully realized point. Because originally, that was supposed to have been the Let It Be album, but they just had to like redo that whole fucking album because they were beefing around that time. But the way that they saw it, it's like they combined everything they did in each album they've done, and they just added it to Abbey Road and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sgt. Pepper to me was just the more overrated and shit like that too, because there were a couple of tracks I didn't care for on the album and shit like that, When I'm 64, fucking Fixing the Hole and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I kind of prefer the Joe Cocker version of With a Little Help from My Friends, but that's all I want to pretty much say about that for right now and shit.
Okay. My last two is from Eric. I got Boyz II Men, Cooley Eye Harmony, classic album, their first album. Love that.
With the OG copy
With the
too.
OG cover, yes. OG cover. Yes, love that. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.
You was supposed to get 2 copies, but they fucking lost it in the mail. Thank you, United
No,
States Postal Service.
I got the other one. I got the second one.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That you know, Motown Philly was on here, and Please Don't Go. It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, classic album. And then I got the East Side is the first album, classic. Definitely love that. So now I have both the first one and the second one, Deuces and Trays. So this is a great album with you know, G'd Up was the big hit single off of here. So thank you, Eric. I appreciate this.
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
Okay. My next picks are After Seven's Timeless. Yeah, this was the last album to have Melvin Edmonds on here. Rest in peace to Melvin Edmonds. And this album also featured Melvin's son, Jason.
Wow.
Yeah. But after his father's passing, Jason left the group. Yeah, Timeless is a good album. It has stuff like Running Out, Let Me Know, I Want You, Too Late, and they did their rendition of Betcha by Golly Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Next one, it's an album we discussed, I want to say either in 2020 or 2019 sometime. Definitely one of her best albums ever. Aaliyah's One in a Million.
Classic.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get my hands on this for years. For many, many years. and I finally got it.
Dope.
And it only
Congrats.
ran me like $8 and some change. So
Okay.
yeah, Amazon finally decided to sell this online.
Yeah, because it was like out of print from Amazon.
Yeah, it
for
was
a
out of
while
print
and
for
shit.
so
Yeah.
long.
Amazon never don't have
And they
shit.
were
I
asking
just
for
fuck with eBay.
stupid money
Right.
at one point. Like,
Yeah, asking for Pablo Escobar prices and shit.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, like some copies were running over 100. I know at one point there was one copy that was running like for over 400.
Wow.
Yeah.
Them Discog prices.
Ugh.
Yeah, but thankfully I got it at a good price. But yeah, 1 in a million. Yeah. Besides the title track, A Girl Like You, If Your Girl Only Knew, her rendition of Choosy Lover, Old School / New School. Yeah. Giving You More, 4-page letter. And I know there was one track on here that she did like her rendition of Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and the one I gave my heart to. Yep.
Great.
Definitely her best. Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
All right, we're going to Studio 54 where, you know, you're going to see the greatest underrated genre of all time, disco. This is a very good soundtrack for that time. And we're going with Saturday Night Fever
Classic.
soundtrack.
Love that.
Shout out to the Bee Gees, one of the greatest disco groups of all time. You know,
Yeah.
you got songs like Staying Alive, How Deep Is Your Love, Night Fever, More Than a Woman. You got songs on here by Casey and the Sunshine Band, Boogie Shoes, Jive Talking, You Should Be Dancing. Overall, classic album. Movie's funny as fuck too, so
Yep.
you know, so Saturday Night Fever.
Great pickup.
Thanks. All right. This is a group of just beautiful sisters that was in the disco era, just putting out, you know, classic music. I think they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you know how it is with the voting shit now. So I think this song should be in the Library of Congress one day, and we're going with Sister Sledge, We Are Family
Classic.
album.
Love that album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, just look at the back cover. Like
Oh yeah.
you don't see black women like this,
Right.
you know, instead of just out here twerking and just exposing themselves. These were women that were doing music at a time where, you know, anybody could have did it. You know, the good thing about the disco genre is it wasn't no discrimination. You know, anybody and their grandmother could have been out here making that type of music though. But
Right.
you know, with the whole disco sucks, you know, explosion in '79,
Yeah.
they really thought they killed the genre. But you still hear different types of that music in, you know, genres like pop music, you know, house music, electro, you know, etc. But you got songs like He's the Greatest Dancer, which was on the Road Bounce. I think it was on the Road Bounce movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Lost in Music. Everybody's favorite cookout song, We Are Family. You know, that song should definitely be in the Library of Congress. The Lost in Music, the 1984 Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers remix. The first time I heard that was on the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories video game. Definitely way better than the original one. It just got the extra flavor to it, you know. So there are definitely future Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. Sister Sledge, We Are Family.
Facts. And Will Smith sampled He's the Greatest Dancer for
Yeah.
getting jiggy with it.
Yeah.
All right, shout out to Will Smith for keeping it jiggy then.
Shit. All right. This one's from Ashley and stuff like that. This is Christina Aguilera, Stripped.
I
This
love
is
that album.
Studio album.
Great album.
Yeah, man. That shit I didn't know I was a Christina Aguilera
I
head.
didn't know that. That was not weird.
Yeah, man. But this is not like the teen pop Christina. This is when she was growing up Cause I was just talking to my friend, and I was talking about how during like the whole TRL era,
Yeah.
like these boy bands or these teen sensation, they go through a template. Like the first
Mhm.
album be like all bubblegum pop.
Mhm.
The second album will probably be like the same thing, but they'll add like a little different taste to it. Then the third
Yeah.
album, they'll try to have like a little edge and a little sex appeal and force that shit. Then
Yeah.
they'll throw in the occasional Christmas album or whatever. But
Mhm.
you're just saying, and then also they go through issues with the label and their manager or whatever. But luckily, Christina didn't go through that shit. She was just like, I'm gonna do my own fucking thing. She didn't end up being like a Britney and having people control her or whatever. But that's another story for a different day.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, man. Singles album is known for was Dirty. That features Redman.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Fighter. Can't Hold Us Down and The Voice Within. But my favorite track is that Loving Me for Me. And believe it or not, that was actually co-produced by Scott Storch. And I'm just like, that's actually a good beat from him because you guys know I'm not the biggest Scott Storch fan
Oh, well,
like that and shit like that. So yeah, man. Thank you, Ashley. And yes, it's still sealed up too and shit too. So
No
yeah.
problem.
All right. Oh yes. 2 words. Fat boys. Yeah. Ah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. I got this last week.
That's what's up.
Motherfucker. I finally found this album because this album for a while was expensive as fuck.
Hold up. Send the link to BJ, yo. I thought he was supposed to join us.
Yeah, I sent the link to BJ.
BJ, come through, yo.
Yeah, where
I
you
can
been
send
at,
it.
What you talking
motherfucker? Come
about?
on. Come on to
Nobody
marry,
cares.
brother.
He said nobody cares about what he picked up. Come
We ain't
on,
gonna
man.
leave you out
Bro,
here. This is Black
I
History
literally
Month, brother.
sent the link to BJ.
Bro,
We
come
leave
on,
no
man.
black folks behind in Black History Month. Any other
Right.
month, you stop.
Facts. I want to see what you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
send the
me
link
too.
again, but I already sent you the link, but I can send it again. Hold on. Yeah, I just
I thought he
resent.
was coming on. I like, where is
I
he?
bet he's like,
I
these
sent
motherfuckers trying to leave me out the loop.
I
Oh,
sent
yeah.
everybody the link, but yeah, BJ, I already sent you the link and shit. But anyway, the Fat Boys first album, this came out in '84. Very, very, very dope album, very influential album when it comes to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Buffy, Prince Marky D, rest in peace to him and shit. Singles albums known for are Jailhouse Rap and Can You Feel It? But it was also known for like the B-side Stick 'em, which that was like a huge hit in the underground and stuff, just fucking beatboxing and it's just like a fucking dope album. Like you have Curtis Blow, Larry Smith, Davey DMX Reeves, the original DMX and shit like that. Fucking timeless fucking album in my opinion. I fucking love it. And they recently reissued this album not too long ago too, and they had this album in like a little pizza box or some
Yeah, I know
shit
what you're
like
talking
that.
about.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, man. So Fat Boys, self-titled. Expect a review on this sometime very soon.
I like
Definitely,
Back to Basics.
definitely should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when it comes to like 80s rap groups too.
I like Back to Basics, but I like the first disc with the Premiere production because the second part with Linda Perry, I didn't really care for a lot of those '50s like rendition songs she did.
Yeah,
But the first part with like Premiere doing like the beats for her, that was fire. I like that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
You got,
like Back to Basics.
yeah, that was a good album though.
Yeah.
I don't got no more to show right now because like I got some stuff that's still in the mail. So
okay.
BJ, come on, yo, I want to see what you got.
Get your ass on here. We need to hear about this Jadakiss shit.
Right? He's avoiding that, yo.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna say what I got. Okay. I got Solange's first album, Solo Star.
Ooh,
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
that's a rarity.
Oh yeah, it is. Definitely. Came out in 03. Pretty much her father, Matthew Knowles, was the executive producer for the album. She had stuff such as "Feeling You," featuring N.O.R.E. and she did a song called "Dance with You" featuring B2K. She even had a song called "True Love" with Lil Romeo at the time. She even did a song called "Thinking About You" featuring Murphy Lee of the Saint Lunatics on here. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that you really didn't expect. And yeah, pretty much her sound with this album pretty much was like that R&B / pop feel to it, something that's way different than what she's doing now, and that's definitely saying something, because I have this one, I have her second album, Soul Angel and the Hadley St. Dreams. I even have A Seat at the Table, and I have her EP, True.
Okay.
Yeah, this dropped out in 2012. Pretty much, she has stuff like let me see. Yeah, she has some dope stuff off this EP. She has stuff like "Losing You," "Looks Good with Trouble," "Lovers in the Parking Lot." Just pretty much some dope stuff, Some of the stuff, it kind of has that 80s pop feel, as well as mid-tempo house music, if anyone's into that, Solange's True EP, definitely dope.
BJ said, "Do you think the Fat Boys were exploited because they were fat?" I don't think they were.
What?
They were exploited at all. I mean, Heavy D was big, so was Chubb Rock. I don't think they were exploited as artists at all. I think people didn't take them seriously because they were fat. Like lyrically, I felt like they were like a joke to like a lot of people.
I feel like their managers purposely try to get them fat though.
The Fat Boys?
Yeah, they unsung. They pretty much explained it in the unsung and shit.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Nah, Biz Markie wasn't as big as the Fat Boys though, Ronnie. My bad.
Alright. I just got into this artist. This is my first time listening to her album. She definitely giving me some Amy Winehouse type vibes, like on certain songs. She got features for Tame Impala, Bootsy Collins, that minstrel show character known as Tyler the Creator, and I forgot the other dude she got on here, but this is Callie Euclides with her 2018 album, Isolation.
Dope album.
Really good album. Look at the back cover. Like, it's beautiful. My favorite songs off here is the intro, Body Language, is definitely melodic, definitely put you in like a trance. Just a Stranger, Your Teeth in My Neck, Tyrant, featuring Georgia Smith. Definitely giving off some reggaeton vibes to it. Music video really good. Check it out on YouTube. Dead to Me, sorta. I could see like Santiago doing that song, or I'm trying to think of some other artists who can do it. Coming Home, featuring Bootsy Collins and Tyler the Creator. Really good track, even though I'm not the biggest Tyler the Creator fan. I could really see Andre 3000 on that, if you ever heard it before.
Yeah.
And Killer 2. That's a really good track to end the album. Overall, really good album. I got the vinyl of this coming in the mail, but you know how the shipping delays are when it's coming from international companies.
They want to be quick with the fucking bill for shit like that.
Yeah, niggas want to be getting delays and shit, but alright. I got some cassette tapes. This the same album though. I showed this album, the last collection video. This is Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia.
Love that album. That's dope.
This the pink cassette. This one's the green one.
So they just gave you a slipcase. There's no like booklet with it or nothing.
Yeah, it's just like the slipcase with like the cassette and stuff with like different
wow.
colors.
Nice.
But the rarest one is the gold one, so I just wanted to get these three because
Right.
this shit going for like cocaine prices online. So I just
Yeah.
said I might as well just get these and just scratch up some change and stuff. Once I get my income tax shit, then I get the gold one.
Yeah, but people ain't see it on YouTube though, BJ. Instagram and YouTube is two different platforms. We want to see what you got because I don't have nothing else to show right now because my
Yeah.
other stuff is in the mail.
It'll make the live stream be better, you know. Everybody showing off their stuff.
We
We
want
ain't
to see
gonna
what
judge
you
you, you
got.
know. Cause we done
YouTube is
seen
not
worse shit.
Instagram.
Yeah. We done seen way worse shit, so.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, man. Trust me, I got some more shit coming in the mail too.
Don't go by what Instagram, those people on there don't appreciate everything, yo.
Yeah.
They really don't. They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't appreciate real music, you know,
Yeah.
from a
Exactly.
physical format,
Exactly.
let alone, you know, unranking albums and shit,
Right.
you know.
Yep.
But, I don't know. Well, we ain't gonna judge you over here.
Yeah, trust me. I sent you the invite, so just come on if you want to, bro. Alright. My next album, I'm gonna still stay on Motown and shit. This is another Edward McKay purchase. So glad I got this album and shit like that. It is Stevie Wonder with his last studio album to date, A Time for Love. A Time to Love. This came out in 2005. Very good album in my opinion. Love this album cover though. Definitely a vintage album cover and shit. Singles album is known for So What's the Fuss? That features Prince and En Vogue. That was a very big song
Yeah.
back in 05. I heard that a lot in the radio. Like,
Yeah.
shame on you. Like,
Yep.
classic, man. From the bottom of my heart. Love that track. Yeah, man. This album got delayed a couple of times throughout 2005. This was his first album since 1995's Conversation Piece, which that one reunited him with the same producers like he did the Classic Period stuff with, you know what I'm saying? Very soulful and shit like that. And he won a Grammy. He won a couple Grammys, you know, for pop vocal performance for From the Bottom of the Heart and shit like that too. So yeah, very, very solid album. And like I said, this is his last studio album to date and stuff like that. Cause you know, he say he's working on another album and shit, but we'll see what happens with that. Stevie Wonder, Time to Love. Alright. Next vinyl. This is a single and it's Common's The Bitch in You.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this was, of course, the infamous diss track he threw at Ice Cube, West Side Connection, and shit like that. This came out in 1996. Very surprised I got this one. This song was originally on the Relativity Records compilation, Relatively Urban Assault. Like I said, it was a diss track against Ice Cube because y'all should know about the Common Ice Cube feud. Common had a song called I Used to Love Her.
Yeah.
And then he had this line where he said, I wasn't salty when she was with them boys in the hood. Ice Cube took offense to that shit, you know what I'm saying? They came out with the West Side Slaughterhouse, which very, very dope diss track in my opinion and shit like that. Then of course, they threw some more shots at him like throughout the whole Bow Down album. And then Common came out with The Bitch in You. And it's crazy too because, you know, this was produced by Pete Rock and stuff like that too. Cause I think Pete Rock did an interview, I want to say on Complex, about how Common was just mad about the whole situation. And he hit Pete Rock up, so he wanted the beats to get at them. And you know, Pete Rock never really done a beat for like a diss track before and shit like that too. So, you know what I'm saying? And that beat too, I mean, it's a good Pete Rock beat, don't get me wrong. It's not among like my favorites, like my go-to, like say like the Shut 'Em Down remix or, you know, the AZ Give Me Yours and shit like that. But, very, very hardcore and stuff like that too. You know, I love this diss track. It's a top 10, but my only gripe was when Common said, "You haven't made shit dope since America's Most Wanted to cease from the." And I like when he did it, like wanted to cease from the Midwest. But I'm just like, I like Common. I fuck with you, but I'm not gonna go against Death Certificate, Predator. Leave an Injection. I mean, that's a good album. I get why people don't like that album, but yeah, man. And it's crazy too because I think Common's friend and Mac 10 almost went at it at one point too. I think they were at some concert, and Mac 10 he told his story in the Vlad TV interview about he almost stepped to Common's friend, but then Fat Joe had to break up the fight and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Common and Cube, they squashed their beef and they did the whole barbershop movie with one another and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? BJ, what's good?
What's up, BJ? My nigga, what's up, bro?
Stop worrying about Instagram. Them fools don't know nothing about music.
Man, don't worry about those motherfuckers. Come on here with the real ones, brother.
Come on, man.
We love you over here, man. We black, man.
Oh, man.
You lucky you went on Facebook. It would have been way worse.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Reg. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You good. And what's also interesting about the single, the B-side, is the No ID track, The Real Weight, and stuff like that too, which I believe that was on No ID's solo debut and his only album, the Black Album, the original. Well, everyone did a Black Album at this point, so I'm not even gonna. Yeah, man. So that one I gotta re-listen to that one and shit like that too. But yeah, man. Common's The Bitch in You, dropped in 1996. If y'all can find the single or the compilation, you must have in your collection.
Oh.
Yeah, beat.
Okay. My next albums I have are from Kendrick Lamar. I have To Pimp a Butterfly.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
Love that album.
Mm-hmm. And I also have Good Kid, Mad City.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ashley got the gems tonight, man.
real man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
She said she got them going. She said she
ain't
playing with us tonight.
Nope.
Ashley coming out guns blazing with this extended clip. I see.
Right? Nice.
All right, we're going back to the Midwest. This dude is about to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Very underrated artist, you know, a legend in his own right. I don't know why this dude get a lot of flack, you know, definitely for the contributions that he made to hip hop. Not because of his skin color. I don't give a fuck if this dude was the color of Neapolitan ice cream. He still can, you know, rap. You know, he got his own style. He came in with his own persona. He wasn't, you know, riding the jock strap with anybody else. Probably one of my favorite albums from this dude. We're going with The Eminem Show by my boy Eminem. Classic album. I don't give a fuck what none of you Negroes say out there. I like this album. It don't matter what color this dude is. This dude was spitting bars on the Infinite album back in '96. Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and this just showed that this dude had something different to bring to the table. You know, you got songs like White America, which could really be used today, the way that this country is being turned into. Cleaning Out My Closet, Soldier. I want to smack the fuck out of somebody when I hear that song. And he did that song too. He produced that. So when folks be talking about Eminem's not a good producer, I can't tell. You know, everybody got their own producing style. Say Goodbye to Hollywood. I don't know if they had a music video, but I could have seen that as a music video. Sing for the Moment.
What you doing over there?
Dang, Reg over there beat somebody up. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you got extra songs like Superman. You know, When the Music Stops, Say What You Say Till I Collapse. My Dad's Gone Crazy with his daughter Haley. I could have seen that as a music video too. It really makes me laugh. I be bumping the shit out of that at work. So overall, classic album. Congratulations to Eminem for making the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know,
Yep. And that's another black man with an Eminem album that love Eminem just like me. So don't say that black people don't bump Eminem.
yeah. Don't be like these no net niggas out here, Bizino, talking shit about Eminem and stuff. But you ain't even had no album go gold, let alone Copper or Brink. You know, so besides that, we ain't gonna talk about that nigga. We going to a classic soundtrack. My boy Eminem again, 8 Mile soundtrack.
Great.
Released in 2002. Only thing I don't like about this is it took one of the songs off The Weeknd by the artist named Brooklyn. I really like that song. They don't got it on the original pressing. I've been trying to look for this on the original CD, but to last I cannot find it, so I just have to deal with this. You got songs Lose Yourself, Eminem, Obi Trice, 50 Cent, Love Me, Eminem, 8 Mile. It was the same instrumental he was using on the bus when he was going to work, doing the rounds and stuff. 50 Cent, Places to Go. D12 Rap Game, Exhibit, Spit Shine, Jay-Z featuring Freeway, 8 Miles of Running. That was an okay track. Nas, You Wanna Be Me, going at Jay-Z, aka the Jigga Man. The classic 50 Cent track Wankster. Rakim, the R-A-K-I-M. And this is the perfect way to end the album, Rabbit Run. Eminem was just coming out guns blazing on that track, man. He was just, unleashing his anger, man. Overall, classic movie soundtrack. Definitely a pillar in hip-hop. I don't care what nobody say. He definitely put in the work, no matter what color he is. He came at a time when motherfuckers of his skin complexion went out here, doing diddly squat, but he put respect on, white rappers' names and stuff. So all I gotta do say is salute to Eminem.
We stay praising Black Thought, and he ain't got one classic by himself. I'm just saying, Black Thought is great.
I never paid attention to him solo wise, let alone with him being with like the Roots and stuff. So I don't know.
But the people forget the Roots is a band. There was other rappers within the Roots besides Black Thought. He wasn't the only one. DJ, what you got? What goodies you got today, yo?
Bring them out.
All right, so the first one, this actually kind of surprised me because you don't see this album that often.
I love that album. Woo! That is a classic.
And you got it on vinyl too.
Oh shit!
So I had to get that reasonable price too. I was actually kind of surprised. He said nobody bought it, so he lowered the price. Got it for like $15.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a steal.
That is reasonable.
Yeah, it was a great pickup.
Dope.
So you just going one at a time or
two?
Two at a time? Oh, okay. All right. This next one, I don't know why I never had this on vinyl, but pick this up as well.
Yes, I have that one.
New edition.
Underrated. Yeah. Underrated album.
Love that album.
Yeah,
not a classic though. Not a classic.
Yeah, not a classic. Yeah, this is the last one before Bobby got kicked out. I think, right?
Nah, he actually got kicked out during that album.
Oh, was doing this album.
Yes, wow. He got kicked out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But, of course, I had it on cassette as a kid. I never had it on vinyl, so I was happy to add it to my collection. I just need the Blue
Moon.
Yeah, I just need that one.
And
I got everything from the early era. I don't have the one what was that album when they all came back together in '96?
Home Again.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I think that's out of print.
That's a classic.
I got that one either.
Yeah,
great album.
But all the early ones I got, except for the Blue Moon one.
Yes,
nice.
Yes. All right. I'm so happy I got this album. It's Ike and Tina with Working Together.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I got it.
Very, 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 very dope album. This is when they were really getting funky with their music, how they were taking a lot of rock songs and shit like that and just pretty much making it funky and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Add like a little soulful glare to it and shit like that. Yes, this was an album that was known for Proud Mary, which that was a cover of the Creedence Clearwater Revival song and them Grammy award-winning biggest hit. And they had other songs like Working Together, Ooh Poo Pa Doo, and Get Back and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The Get Back, of course, being a cover of the Beatles song and shit. You know what I'm saying? I always loved this album cover.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but this might be a fucked up joke, but I feel like they did this because they were probably fighting with one another and they had black eyes. So they probably did like a, let me stop. Let me stop.
You reaching, Reg.
Let me stop, because this is
Come
a
on, bro.
fight.
This is Black History Month. No domestic
Yeah,
violence.
I'm sorry. You know how I do. You know I got to get dark sometimes
Alright, I understand.
with jokes and shit, but so, come on, y'all act like y'all never made an Ike and Tina joke before, so don't get at me. Don't get at me.
It's just you.
Don't get at me and shit. Y'all act like. But yeah, very, very dope album. A classic album in my opinion. And then we got Ludacris, Chicken and Beer, 2003 and shit like that. Fire album in my opinion.
Definitely.
Yes, love that fucking album cover and shit like that. Him having a fucking, like have some pussy and shit, you know? Like, get down and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Singles album is known for Splash Waterfalls. I love that song, but I like the Tony remix where they sampled the Whatever You Want sample
Right.
and shit.
Yeah.
What else? I want to say Stand Up was a single.
Yep.
That was like a big song back at that time. Diamond in the Back. Oh my God, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Diamond, that best uses of that sample too. Pussy Poppin' and Blow It Out. Yeah, man. Very, very, very dope song. Like this might be my favorite Ludacris album to date. And you know, around this time, you know, Bill O'Reilly was, you know, dissing him and shit like that too around this time.
Right.
Where he dissed him back on the Red Light District and album and stuff like that too. But yeah, man, finally got this album so we can finally do a review on this one day and shit.
Yes, I have that album too. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So all I'm missing is Release Therapy, Theater of the Mind, and the Universal album.
Now, see, I had a double for that, and you said you didn't want it
Which one?
for the Release Therapy.
I said I have to re-listen to it and shit like that. I ain't
No,
said
when I had the doubles, he said he didn't want it. He just wanted. I think I sent him one for Red Light
Theater of the
District.
Mind.
Theater of the Mind.
Yeah.
And I don't.
I'd rather see Theater of the Mind instead. But yeah, man.
Alright. My next ones are, this one is my last movie soundtrack album that I picked out. Been wanting to get my hands on this for years. I got the Drumline soundtrack.
Oh wow, who's on that one?
I hate that movie.
What?
I hate Drumline.
This nigga don't like love
Why
basketball. This
you
nigga don't
hate
like
Drumline?
Shoot, man.
I feel like whenever Nick Cannon tries to be a dramatic actor, it's always a fail. I cannot never take him seriously as a dramatic actor. Like,
Oh Lord.
the only good part about that movie was Jason Weaver. Like, he should have been the main character. Like, at least he can act and shit.
No.
Yeah, with Drumline, I got the soundtrack, and I've seen the movie since I was a kid, too, so, yeah.
Nice.
Dope soundtrack, though. I'll give it that. And another album I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while. First album I ever gotten from this artist. None other than Raphael Sadiq's fifth album, Jimmy Lee.
I didn't hear
That's
that
a
one yet.
dope album.
Dope.
Woo!
Yeah, I've heard good things about this. Yeah. I know, probably something else in the comments. Nick Cannon, aka Sperminator. Oh my god.
Got kids. He got like 20 kids.
Counting.
He's expecting his 8th baby. Yeah.
Yeah, his
That's a
pull-out game
fitting
is hella
nickname,
weak.
Ty. That's a fitting nickname.
How you just lose a kid, but then you get another
But
kid? Make
then,
that make
yeah,
sense.
that's what I don't get either. Like, how do you end up losing one son and then
I wonder how
turn
the
out
baby
that
mamas feel.
yeah. So pretty much
As
he
long as they
has
getting that
5
child
baby
support, they don't give a
mamas
fuck.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has 5 baby mamas now. So
You better just stick with Mariah and just round it up, man.
Jesus.
Well, you let Mariah go. That's a red flag already and shit. Like,
yeah.
Talking about you want to fuck Sweetie and shit. That's a red flag right there, sir.
so
Yeah.
we.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
Jimmy Lee by Raphael Sadiq. The only song I know that got played on the radio a lot is Something Keeps Calling Me. And I love that track. Yeah.
Right, Stiffy.
Yeah, anyone who's a Raphael Sadiq fan, definitely go get this album.
Yeah. I think that album's about his brother. His brother was on crack or something.
Yeah.
All these niggas on crack and shit. That is Black History, but fuck.
But we just talked about like Iker, Bobby Brown.
This supposed to be a month of our people celebrating.
Right?
Like, yo.
Y'all
Man.
funny. Funny.
Alright, man. We got on to the next one. This is a classic album coming from the Prince Camp, the purple one. I wish this was a Black History Month exclusive. It's celebrating its 40-year anniversary this year. Here we going with Prince, 1999.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, I won't hurt you. That's my shit though, when it first started. You got classic songs like 1999, Little Red Corvette, Delirious, Dance Music, Sex, Romance, Let's Pretend We're Married, Automatic.
Love that song.
Yeah.
Something in the Water Does Not Compute, Free. First time I heard this song, it made me cry because it definitely brings a tear to my eye because you definitely don't hear like a lot of artists like put their emotions in their music like they used to.
Right.
Lady Cab Driver, very underrated track. I could have seen that as a music video. He probably got it in his vaults or something. We probably won't never see it. All the Critics, Love You in New York, International Lover. Overall classic album. I never opened it, but I do know that this on purple vinyl, if I'm not mistaken.
Dope.
I would upload this to the channel, but you know how Prince is, alive and dead. He don't want nobody, putting his music on YouTube unless you got the clearance from the purple one.
Right.
Yeah, that album and Sign of the Times is like my 2 favorite Prince albums. It's like, you ask me tomorrow, I'll say 1999. You ask me the next day, I'll probably say Sign of the Times. But they like
Yeah,
1A,
it's a
1B.
It's a ping pong effect. You go back and forth with them.
Yeah, between my favorite, yeah. It's a great album.
All right, this next one is coming from a chick who definitely done went, I won't say out there with her music, but she definitely spiced up her music. Wonderful singer. She a little short with it, but she can get a little bit bigger, with her size and stuff. But we're going with her 2020 album, Ariana Grande, Positions.
Dope
Her
album.
most sexual album
Yeah.
throughout her discography. Because I remember her from being on Victorious and stuff. But
Right.
besides that, this is her most sexual album. You got songs like 34 plus 35. Y'all already know what that number is, 69. Motive featuring Doja Cat, my future baby mama. Just Like Magic. Yeah. You got songs like Just Like Magic. I could definitely see that as a music video. Very catchy, Off the Table featuring The Weeknd, aka Mr. Don't put his track listening on his album covers now, but
Right.
yeah. 630, Safety Net featuring Ty Dolla $ign. My Hair Nasty, Westside, Love Language, Positions, Obvious, and POV. Overall, really good album. Her most explicit album in my opinion. She's on here cussing,
Yep.
which is kind of weird for me though, but it's very good because he very got that voice to do stuff like that. So
Right.
Overall, really good album. Ariana Grande Positions.
Dope.
All right, BJ.
So I found this one. These two, kind of on the humble. I wasn't really looking for them, but um, I was able to find the Deal's first album.
Nice.
You very rarely see this album. I don't know
Right.
why, but I just found it. It's in good condition, almost like the dollar bin. You see Babyface, how young he looks.
Wow.
they look like they posing for Soul Glow.
Yeah.
Just let your soul go.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
And then this album is the one that had the classic Two Occasions on it.
I love
and
that song.
also,
Yeah.
Shoot 'em Up Movies is on this.
Yes.
Oh, that's my shit right there.
Yeah, it's a classic
MF
album.
Doom.
Yeah, so I was able to get both of these. But
2 Occasions. Woo.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
but it's interesting. Like when I listen to them, I kind of see why they broke up because Babyface is more like a ballad singer, and they was doing a lot more like funk and
Right.
like up tempo music, which was cool, but it just didn't fit. I feel like it didn't fit Babyface's style as
Right.
much.
Right.
And I didn't realize how good them other two dudes could sing too in that group. I forgot their names. I think it's B and the other guy. They could sing almost as good as Babyface.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, I was happy to get because I like this group. I wish they had done more stuff together, kind of like we was talking about with Guy
Yeah.
in Blackstreet. But yeah,
Facts.
it's nice to have it in my collection.
Dope.
You got another one?
Yeah, one more. You said another one?
You said two, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
two.
this one.
You did two already.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. This next album, this is Motown again, the Temptations reunion album.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Love this album. You know, this came out with all the members of the Temptations minus Paul Williams, came and shit like that. Was known for singles like, you know, Standing on the Top. I think that was like the only single. Hold on. That one and More on the Inside and shit like that. But Standing on the Top, that was like legitly like the biggest song and stuff like that. I love that song and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this one pretty much rejuvenated the Temptations because they had relocated to Atlantic Records at one point, and they kind of had some commercial disappointments, and so they went back to Motown in 1980, and somebody had an idea to get all the members of Temptations for like one reunion album and tour and stuff. But then y'all should know, you know, there was problems with David Ruffin and Eddie Kendricks and shit. And then around this time, Dennis Edwards was beginning to be on drugs around this time too. So, yeah, man. Temptations reunion album, 1982, out of print.
Great. So we doing a review on that too?
Yeah, I finally got it. So one day we're gonna do it. Yeah.
I never heard the album. Try.
It's good. It's
Really?
good. Yes, definitely.
Wow.
Rick James brought them back with that album.
Yes. All right, and we did a breakdown on this group before and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like their best album, Gap Band 4.
Love it.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend
Classic.
too much time.
Yeah.
Classic, the best album. It's Gap Band 4, but this is like their 6th album and shit.
Right.
Singles I was known for was Early in the Morning, Outstanding, You Dropped a Bomb on Me. You know what I'm saying? This is a fucking classic album and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Fucking dope. My favorite track was Talking Back. That's my heat right there. Very
That's
fucking
dope.
shit. Must
Yeah,
have
that's a great album to me.
I disagree with that. I disagree.
I stopped at Gap Band 4. I don't know nothing from
Yep.
5, 6, 7, or 8.
After 82 was a wrap.
Who's this
Yo,
guy
I
who's
was
better, Try?
Which one?
Gap Band or Maze?
Maze.
Maze
Maze.
what?
I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Maze.
Maze is better. Yeah.
Maze all motherfucking day, nigga.
Yeah.
that nigga tripped me out when he said how your only platinum album is the greatest hits. I feel like
Right. That's the only greatest hits.
this
You know?
motherfucker.
Hey man.
Oh shit. Hey, I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying.
My next two, one of these albums, me, Reg, and Charlie we talked about not too long ago, and it's Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creeping on the Come Up.
Yes. Great. Great.
Hell yeah. That
Classic.
Yep,
Five mics.
Yep. Thuggish Ruggish Bone is on here. Creeper on the Come Up, For the Love of Money featuring Easy E. Yeah, definitely a dope EP. And my other pick is also from Bone Thugs, and it's Bone Thugs and Harmony, Resurrection.
Nice.
Underrated.
Definitely.
Yeah.
2 Glocks, that's my shit.
Mhm.
Righteous Ones.
The weed song.
Yes, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at when Busy threw that fucking bottle at that shit's still iconic. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, these verses just be crazy for some reason. Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy was up there like strippers about to get the fine and shit. These niggas up here throwing water bottles at each other. It's crazy, man.
2003 and shit.
Like we at the Source Awards or something.
Right? Oh.
Alright, we going to the Bay Area with this artist. This dude came out guns blazing with his debut album. One of the most underrated West Coast albums of all time. Very underrated artist. We're going with the East Bay Gangsta, Spice One, with his self-titled album.
Nice. Nice.
This shit right here, 4.5 mics, in my opinion.
Hardest gangster rap ever.
This motherfucker was just giving you that Bay Area's perspective, man. Like, he was going in. You got tracks like In My Neighborhood, 187 Proof, crazy ass music video with like the clay figures with like the beer bottles and stuff. East Bay Gangsta, Money Gone, 1-800 Spice, Peace to My Nine, Young Nigga, Welcome to the Ghetto, Fucked in the Game, Money or Murder, City Streets. If you play that in your car and you got like a loud sound system, that shit'll just boom through the streets. Like
Right.
Spice One was just going in on that track though. Break Yourself, 187 Pure. I think he got Ant Banks on that track if I'm not mistaken. Overall, this is probably my third favorite album between 187 he wrote and America's Nightmare. Spice One self-titled.
Dope.
Alright, we're going back to Detroit. This dude right here has always been a MC of his own, a master of ceremony. Definitely under that Shady Records count. There's 2 different versions of this album. I think this is the second version. We're going with my boy Royce Nickel 9, aka Royce the 5'9", with his Rock City album.
Dope.
Released in 2002. This is the 2002 version. Because his debut album, I think it came out in 01. You got songs like Rock City featuring Eminem. Really good music video too. I suggest y'all check that out on YouTube. Off Parole, Mr. Baller featuring underrated group Clips. You got Pharrell on here and Trey Little. The Elite, Take His Life, Nickel 9 is Boom. My favorite song off here is Soldier Story and King of Kings, which is a bonus track. Overall, underrated classic album in my opinion. Definitely paved the way for a lot of Detroit artists, you know.
Right. Nice. All right, DJ. Oh, you're muted.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
This is my favorite Jackson's album after they left Motown, in my opinion.
Yes.
The
Nice album.
Destiny album.
Yes.
Love it.
I know some people say Triumph. I have Triumph as well. I like that one too.
Right.
Some people may say the Victory album, but to me, this is my favorite album after they left. But when I buy records, I try to get records that I'm trying to like get every one of my favorite artists, all their albums.
Right.
So this I need 2 more albums from when they were on Motown, the Dance Machine and Moving Violation,
Right.
and then I need 1 more from the era when they was on Epic, which is I forgot the name of the album they did.
I hope you ain't talking about 2300 Jackson Street.
No, I'm not even counting that one. Nah,
Okay.
The Victory album.
I got Victory. What was
Oh,
this?
yeah.
What was the one they did after the Jacksons? Right, Going Places.
Going places, yeah.
Yeah, I never could find that one. That's the one I need. But
Yeah, that's
that's
rare.
how I collect. I just get all my favorite. And this is another one that I needed from another one of my favorite artists.
Oh, there! I need that one, man.
This is the last Otis Redding record I needed to complete my Otis
Shit.
Redding collection, and there it is. So
Okay.
that's how I collect. I don't.
Right.
I buy. That's how I buy my records. I just pick the artist and I get all their records in their collection. I just move on to the next artist. So
Right. True.
my collection is kind of, it's not broad, but it's very deep.
Right.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean? Yeah.
That's why I tell Try sometimes and shit.
What you mean?
'Cause I told you I had to get that China Doll album, and she's like, "You actually got this."
It's not a garbage album. It's all right album. We've been down this road too many times.
This dude don't like Lord Willing, but you like China Doll.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
understand that.
Hold on. I never liked
China
China Doll.
Like Lord Willing,
I
that
feel
shit.
like it's overhated and shit at times.
Wow. Because it's no good.
Lord Willing, I
That's
feel like
what- it's overhated because it's no
it's
good.
good.
China Doll is good?
It ain't no classic. It's solid
I
in my
don't-
opinion.
There's like 2 songs I like on there.
2 songs.
That's it. The one with Jay-Z and the one with DMX. The Dog and the
Ah,
Fox.
yeah.
That's it.
Rez, this is the mono copy too.
The what?
This is the mono
Mono.
copy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
The mono copies, they be worth a lot of shit sometimes too.
Fucking Japanese presses do too.
Yep.
I would love to hear y'all do a review, Otis Redding review. You and Try. Yeah.
Yeah, Rebs. No more LL Cool J.
I want that Lord Willing review.
That's definitely could do that. I'd rather do that than LL Cool J right now. I don't want to talk about no more LL albums. I'm sorry.
He got a new album coming out, Try.
Oh God. Oh, that the Q-Tip one. Hopefully is good.
Yeah.
I don't have my hopes up.
Give my boy LL a chance, man. He been out the game for a long time.
That's the problem. He been out for too long.
That's the rock and roll inductee right there.
Yeah. He don't get no
That's
pass.
Mr. Rock the Bells Radio.
He don't get no pass. The Jay-Z don't get no pass either.
Yeah, Rastafari and Jigga Man don't get no pass.
Nope. Nope.
I think Jay done, man.
I think so too. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
like
be
Tom
young
Brady.
as a
I just want him to hang it up.
What can he talk about now? He's married
Right,
with 3 kids.
exactly.
What can he talk
Yeah.
about?
He can still talk about shit. Like,
What?
he can still talk about
Selling bricks and rock in Marcy Projects? He don't do that no more.
He's retired from selling that
He's
rock, man.
retired. Yeah.
Crack ain't selling like it used to.
it. Anyway. Shit. I'm gonna show a next single. I'm so glad I got this single. Jay-Z, speaking of Jay-Z, he sampled this for one of his worst songs on the Black
Oh,
Album.
Lord.
So it's the Madonna Justify My Love single.
I thought you don't like that record.
What the hell is that?
Hold on.
You like the record?
I like this record. I don't like the Jay-Z Justify My Love. Let's
Yo,
get that
shit is
straight.
fire, but I don't care. That quick joint is banging. I love
Let
that.
me tell you, this was Madonna at her best, in my opinion. One of her best tracks ever. The video caused like a lot of controversy.
You
And
would
shit.
try with Madonna, man.
The video caused like a lot of controversy.
These dudes love the Madonna, man.
You said what?
She's great.
said,
Well, she
you
was
would-
great.
You and Try, y'all always make me
I,
laugh with Madonna.
I
ain't
love
never.
Donna. She was great.
Madonna was good back then. Now she's
She
like
was,
spoiled milk. Nobody
yeah.
don't want to taste her.
She's not the same Madonna now. She's not the same. She's terrible now.
When you have people like Nelly and 50 Cent telling you to rack it up, and that's it.
Nelly
bro.
wasn't lying. He was telling the truth.
He's like, put on all your clothes.
Wow.
I know. Drake is still washing his mouth after that kiss of death he had on stage and stuff. So
Man, Drake is going through emotions that Rihanna's pregnant. I don't give a fuck, man.
Oh shit.
Anyway,
Oh man.
Justify My Thug. Okay. Excuse me. Justify My Love. Excuse me. Okay. So the music video caused a lot of controversy that MTV banned it from the network. So Madonna had to go on Nightline and pretty much had to release the video. And the video was so notorious that they reissued it and released it as like the first video single as a VHS and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And guess who helped write this song?
Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, Lenny Kravitz. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the whole Immaculate collection, which I do need to get that in my collection.
Great
No
collection.
pun intended. To me, her shit from 89 to 98, that was the era when she was just at her best, at her freakiest and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I
Definitely. Love even the single cover, man. Like smoking that fucking cigarette. Like, look what the fuck she thinks she is, man.
like one of those European dominatrix bitches and shit.
For real. And that's what she was trying to do on that shit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Now we're gonna go back to the black people now and shit. You know. This is cookout music right here from one of my favorite R&B duos. All I'm gonna do is dun 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 dun.
Nice. Dope.
Don't you stop.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same album?
That's the album.
But so my album cover looks different though, because mine is in green.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
The one with Don't Stop What You Doing?
Oh fuck! Hold on. Let me try.
Is that that's not the same album? Is that the same one?
No, this is the fucking 84 album. Damn.
Okay.
I thought I got the.
Oh man, you give me excited. Oh damn.
But
You bought the wrong one?
but this has some joints too. This has
Okay.
Don't Waste Your Time, Be a Winner. So at least I got some of the albums because it's out of print. But
You needed the one from 1980.
yeah.
Yes.
This is
Okay, I got that
Yabo.
one. It's like a yellow background.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like green and yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that one.
Got you. This is Yabo and Peoples. If y'all don't know, they were famous for that Don't Stop the Music. They were signed on the same label as the Gap Band, that Total Experience and shit like that. This one, it was from 84 and stuff. And so they had a song, Don't Waste Your Time. Guilty, that was a dope joint for them. But around this time, they were having some label issues with Total Experience and shit too. And stuff too. So, yeah, man. Very, very... I haven't heard this album like as a blind buy. I thought it was the Don't Stop the Music, so I was just like, fuck it. But this is my fault. But anyway, dope group if y'all want to check their music out.
Yeah.
Are they related?
No, they married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the next ones I have are from the same artist, and I have 3 of them, so I'm just going to show them all.
Gotcha.
Toni Braxton's debut album.
Love that.
Classic.
I need that.
Love that album.
Yeah, her notable songs: Another Sad Love Song, Breathe Again, 7 Whole Days, Love Should Have Brought You Home from the Boomerang soundtrack,
Yes.
How Many Ways. I know there was a remix for that by that was
R.
done
Kelly.
by R. Kelly himself. And You Mean the World to Me, off of Toni Braxton's debut album.
Great album.
Next 2 from her, I've been wanting to get my hands on these for a long time. Thankfully, I was able to get them.
Hey.
Her Libra album.
Woo!
Dope.
Yeah, this one, it was, honestly, it was it was hard trying to find this one, but thankfully I was able to get it at a very reasonable price. Cause there were times where they overpriced it to the point where it was like running for like, I want to say something between $36 to $40 for
Wow.
this.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
said how much?
Yeah, but I ain't pay that much for it.
Wow.
36 to
But
40
yeah,
bucks.
Libra. And my last Tony Braxton album I have is Pulse.
I haven't heard that one.
See, she does what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had songs like Yesterday, Hands Tied, Make My Heart. You know.
Right.
Yeah, this wasn't a bad album. I
What
know
is
she
doing?
even did another version of the song Yesterday featuring Trey Songz, but this is not off this album.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, for that one, these people would have to get the deluxe edition. But I got the OG copy here.
Dope.
Yep.
Ashley does what I do. She gets her favorite artist. She gets all the albums.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the only album I don't have of hers is her Christmas album.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
I need that one too.
What happened to Eric? Did he leave?
No,
I don't
no.
know,
he's
probably
on.
something must have happened
He's
on
right here.
his end.
Oh.
Never mind.
All right, Eric, you next.
Alright, my bad. My Wi-Fi was messing up.
Oh.
Alright, we're going with the late great Donna Summer, one of her rare albums, which was supposed to be released in '81, but it got shelved for 15 years. We're going with
Wow.
Donna Summer,
Mm.
I'm a Rainbow,
Mm.
released in 1996, which was supposed to come out in '81.
That's Try's girl.
Yeah, man.
Underrated album,
Okay.
in my opinion. It would have definitely been a monumental album if it came out, but her new record label was on some bullshit, Griffin Records. You got songs like True Love Survives, Sweet Emotion, Melody, People Talk, and look at the back cover. It's just beautiful, just showing off.
Yeah.
You know, this is how you supposed to show black women, not just out
Right.
here looking like strippers and shit. You know, just showing them in a successfulness as you know her aura and her glow and stuff.
Right.
Right.
You got my favorite song off here is Brooklyn. That was dedicated to her daughter. I'm a Rainbow. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. A Runner with the Pack. I could have definitely heard that on the Scarface soundtrack from '83. Highway Runner. Romeo, End of the Week, and I Need Time. If you can get this album on vinyl, it's very rare. So I got the reissue version of this too, which came out last year with like the remixes on it and stuff.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna stay on the Donna Summer tip. Probably one of the greatest disco sounding albums of all time. It's a mixture of rock and roll, R&B music, etc. Bad Girls, the Japanese version,
Dope.
released in '79. Classic album. Every time I see this album, I just want to get it in like different pressings and stuff to add to my collection. And you know, the last 3 tracks, I'm trying to think of them. Our Love, Sunset People, and I forgot the other one. Let me see if I can. I had to look at it, but I like how the track just blended to itself. Cause you know, like older like disco albums, they have like one song playing, then it'll just build the momentum up to go to the next track, then it'll just start off on the next track. But overall, classic album, in my opinion. Get it while you can. Donna Summer, Bad Girls.
So what colored vinyl is that one? Is that yellow?
It's just like the regular Japanese version, but
Oh.
this the one that's colored, which
Yeah, that's
was the
the
record
pink
store
one,
day
right?
exclusive.
Yeah, I
Now
remember that one.
this the blue and red one.
Oh, blue and red. Okay.
But the only thing I don't like about this, they darkened the like front cover and shit, so you can't see her
Yeah.
like glow and
She
stuff.
looks darker. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that to the back cover too.
Okay. Ronnie said Kelly Rowland is playing Donna Summer for the biopic.
Fuck no, we don't want to see that shit.
What? Wow. I didn't even hear about that. BJ, you got any more?
His mic muted.
You got any more?
Yeah, this next one y'all might laugh at me, but this is
Okay.
my favorite album from Frank Sinatra.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Old Blue Eyes is so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Frank Sinatra fan. I listen to a lot of his records, and this is my
Nice.
favorite album. Um, it's kind of sad. It's kind
Mhm.
of I think it's a breakup about one of his actress girlfriends.
Yeah.
But it's a great album to listen to at night. You know, get a glass of whiskey or some scotch and just zone out. You know what I mean?
It's his best album, man. Shit.
Yeah. And this one was hard to find, but I finally got it.
Oh, I love that.
Like, y'all trying to show off
Come
tonight.
on, Reg. We got to do a review on this one, man. The genre
That's,
album.
I told you, that's the next double album after LL.
I
and
love
shit.
that one. Classic
Yeah.
album.
It's hard to find it, but I was able. I just
Yeah.
happened to find it at a record store and I got it. So
Nice.
I loved it. I wish they had more albums, but it's a
Facts.
classic.
For
Right
real.
KG did some of his best production on that album.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I agree.
It's
All
kind of
right.
weird the way they broke it up. It's like 4 sides, but it's only
Mhm.
like 12 songs. You
Right.
know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 12 songs, but it's like 4 discs. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, what's up with that? Do it got some
Yeah.
remixes on there that you don't know about?
yeah, it's two remixes on it
That's what.
Okay.
on this pressing. So that's probably that's probably
Yeah.
why. Yeah, but it's a dope pressing. I was happy to have it in my
Nice.
collection. How many albums did they actually do together?
2.
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back to my Blowfly right now.
Who is Blowfly? I never heard of this group.
He's a parody singer.
Oh.
Blue BJ, you ever heard of Blowfly before?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Godfather of rap. This is 2001, A Sex Odyssey. This came out in 1997. What's interesting about this track was he pretty much takes other people's songs and this one, and he sexed it up. Like, you know, for Queen, you have Another One Bites the Dust. He does Another One Learns to Fuck.
Wow.
Village People they did YMCA. This nigga did a YMC gay.
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck?
Are you serious?
Here's my
Wow.
favorite one. Prince did When Doves Cry. This nigga said When Doves Come.
I'm glad Ashley got her mic muted before she can't hear
Right.
the shit that coming out your mouth.
Yeah. And then this is
I heard it.
Planet.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
He did the Planet Rock. He did Planet Twat. So
I thought you were gonna say Planet
Did it-
Cock, but you saw.
Did he ever get like sued by the artist for these songs?
nah, not that I know of and shit like that.
Wow. It's crazy, bro.
Like I said, he's like one of the influence when it comes to hip hop and shit. So definitely.
I never heard of this dude.
He definitely is the male version of Millie Jackson with fucking
Right.
titles like that. Yeah.
Definitely expect to review on some of his albums and shit. You know.
Is it
Jesus
good?
Christ, what the fuck?
I heard. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard some of this one, most of this shit is trash compared to.
I stick to my wood. Hey, if I want to see hey, if
compared,
I want
compared
to
to the first Blowfly album, that was solid. But this one, some of this shit was kind of trash. Some of it, but
I stick to
if
my
you- if
wood
you're
at
a fan of-
Yankovic.
that Triple X kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? That Millie Jackson, Fuck You Symphony kind of shit. This is the perfect album for you.
So when people ask us why we didn't review certain people, because we're reviewing shit like this. So
Well, it's Black History Month, man. Come on, man.
Ain't nothing Black history about that.
right?
But Blowfly was he was one of the original cats when it comes to like the freestyle. Like he was one of the originators of gangster rap and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard of this cat.
Influenced motherfuckers from Snoop Dogg to DJ Quick and shit like that.
What at any point was Kool Keith influenced by him?
I won't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Kool Keith was influenced by him because, like I said, this nigga was fucking crazy and shit.
I can tell by the album.
Never heard about him.
Like,
Never heard of this dude until tonight.
Blowfly. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Fucking legend, man. Put some respect on Blowfly's name. But next, it's a rock group we did a breakdown of. Their discography was pretty shit for the most part, but you know what? This is actually like my fourth favorite album from them.
God.
It's Boston's own Aerosmith with Pump. This came out in 1989.
I like some of their albums though.
Yeah. Better than half of this shit they came up with. This one was known for songs like Janie's Got a Gun, Fine, fucking Loving an Elevator, and shit like that. Monkey on My Back. Very, very dope album and shit. To me, this is the best album in the 80s and shit. Love this. Classic. Well, good album. I don't know if I'm not going to call it a classic. No.
What's their best album, Greg?
Rocks.
Okay.
Okay.
I like them better when they were on drugs and shit. I hate
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Okay.
I think every rock fan would say that about a rock group right about now.
Alright, I'm gonna show my last ones for now, cause gotta get some sleep. And these albums we've already talked about by Usher. Yeah.
Usher.
You see this?
Yeah. We talked about
This
My
nigga's
Way.
deep voice, Steve.
Yeah.
Classic.
We talked about My Way, like
Yes.
I want to say like in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we talked about Confessions back last year. I got the deluxe edition of it.
Nice.
You need to shut up, man.
I got Here I Stand.
Underrated.
Yes. Way better than Raymond versus Raymond.
I don't know.
Everybody loves Raymond.
And speaking of Raymond versus Raymond, yeah, I got it.
I got you that one, right?
You got me this one, and you got me another one. Shout out to Reg for giving me Raymond versus Raymond.
Yeah, I was gonna get that for myself. I saw something better and shit, so I was like, I'll get that later. I'm not in no rush.
So, yeah, those are my pickups for now. I still have a few more, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night because I gotta work.
Alright, Ash. Appreciate
Alright,
it.
Ashley.
Alright.
Damn, we've been on here for 3 hours. What the fuck? Damn.
I'll see y'all later.
Alright,
Alright.
Ashley.
All right, Ashley.
Peace.
I'm gonna head off too.
Hey, y'all need to leave me alone with my love for Blowfly, y'all. I'm gonna
Blowfly. Blowfly.
Nigga, you comparing Lord Willie to this unknown ass nigga, man? Come on.
Okay, I'm not comparing it. It was Lee Boy who started it off.
That's what I'm talking about, this boy.
Shit, it's Black History. He's one of the godfathers of rap. He
I ain't never heard of this
everybody.
nigga.
The Godfather, and nobody know him? Who is
Greg,
this?
you
I've never heard of him.
Lucille Brogan.
Who?
Oh my goodness! You gotta listen to this song.
What's
It's called
up?
"Shave 'Em Dry" by Lucille Brogan.
Oh shit, I'm gonna play it on my fire stick.
Try, y'all gonna die laughing.
my
when you
God.
hear this song.
Shave him
It's
dry.
about to
that's
be a
what
what the fuck video.
right?
Yeah, shave 'em dry.
He said it's called Sex Me Dry.
Shave 'em dry.
Shade 'em dry.
Shave, like you shave.
Shave him dry.
Oh,
Wow.
shave 'em. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Lord help me.
Yeah, man. It's on you, Eric.
Alright, and me just get myself together. I just been, I don't know. This nigga talking about blow kisses and shit.
Oh, I heard this shit. Lucille. Oh, she was a bad bitch back in the day. Hold up. She was the original fucking Lil Kim and shit.
wow.
Oh, I want to see Try's reaction
What?
if you ever hears it.
We can play it after we show the collections and shit.
I heard that fucking song before too. Let me stop.
You heard it, Eric?
Yo.
I heard this before for some fucking reason. I can't remember where it was. I can't remember where I heard it from. But I heard that fucking song before. Man, let me just get back to these collections, man. I can't be
For
distracted.
real, y'all gotta give me flags and shit.
I'm supposed to be going to sleep. I'm
Yeah, I
up,
wanted to play
showing.
it, but I just want to play
You
it. on
cool,
its
you
own
cool,
time.
man.
Yeah.
We're going to Motown. We're going to the late great Marvin Gaye. Probably one of the greatest albums of all time. It's a Target exclusive. If we're going with What's Going On,
Nice.
Classic.
Yes.
classic. This is the black man's album. This album definitely speaks of what's going on in the world today. You know, when you got senile motherfuckers running the country and stuff, let alone, you know, old creepy bastards in Congress, they got Alzheimer's and shit. They don't see what's happening amongst the people, you know, definitely with, you know, black people, but, you know, you got classic songs like What's Going On, What's Happening, Brother, Save the Children, Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler. Classic album, definitely one of the greatest albums that ever been created. You know, rest in peace to the late great Marvin Gaye.
Yep.
All right, we sticking with the Motown flavor, legendary group. This is another Target exclusive. We're going with the Temptations, with the Temptation #1s.
Nice.
You got songs on here: My Girl, Get Ready, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Beauty is Only Skin Deep. I Know I'm Losing You. I Wish It Would Rain. I Could Never Love Another After Losing You. Runaway Child, Running Wild. I Can't Get Next to You. My favorite song, Just My Imagination.
Yes.
And Papa Was a Rolling Stone. This is on translucent blue vinyl. So I can't wait to play this on my record player, you know, for my channel. The Temptation #1s.
Nice.
You got a nice collection.
All right, thank you, man. I try to collect more colored vinyl and stuff because, you know, with different variants and stuff.
I ran out of room for my records, man. I need to get a bigger, like, well, whatever you call it, dresser or case, whatever.
Yeah.
I ran out of room.
Yeah, I ran out of room for like most of my CDs and stuff on my dresser and stuff. So
Any suggestions y'all got? Like,
They have the record cases at I believe it's at I want to say Walmart has them.
oh, okay.
But so yeah, I plan on getting those too. I need to get the cases to just put them everything in there.
Eric, do you buy off Discogs at all?
yeah, most of the time, but like with certain vinyls and stuff, like video game soundtracks, I buy from various places.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's not UBJ.
That's it. I mean, I got more, but it's not like nothing. I got it. I got a Temptations album. The album that with Just My Imagination on it. Sky's the Limit.
I need that one.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh.
Got a Ray Charles record. I mean, nothing else is like nothing crazy, you know. These are just the ones that Otis Redding one is crazy. I can't believe I got that.
I only got one Otis album too, so I need to get step my game up and shit.
Ain't nobody come see you, Otis.
They hard to find, man. His records are hard to find. I got like people can't believe I have all his albums except for one. I need
Especially
the one
when
with,
a motherfucker die and shit. You know how they be when, you know, an artist die and stuff.
Right.
Prices
in
go up.
In my area, it's not a lot of black collectors here. It's mostly rock record stores.
Right.
And they got some good soul albums that just sitting there. And I'm like, nobody's buying this? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Either nobody ain't buying it or they overpricing the shit.
Yeah, yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I need the one with Carla Thomas, the King and Queen album. That's the last one I need.
Yeah, I need that one too.
Yeah, but this stuff is hard to find. You know who else is hard to find? Sade.
I need her Love Deluxe album on vinyl. That shit like crack price.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's the last I need from her collection, because I got her first 3 albums.
Yeah, man. So it's just me and Eric that's left?
Yep.
Alright. I got about 12, 15. I'm just going to run by these right quick because I do got to save up these minutes and shit. I had this album, but so we did a review on this album, but it ended up being a J-Lo album, and I was kind of upset by it. And it's Escape with Traces of My Lipstick.
Classic.
Um,
You don't think it's a good album?
It's a good album. I don't know if I would call it a classic because I felt like the same way I felt about the Tony Braxton Secrets. LaFace, no, So Def was trying to Mariah Carey this album and shit like that. And what I mean by that, focus a lot more on the ballads, the sensual, the pop R&B kind of ballads. And around this time too, they were beefing around this time and shit like that. You know, hell, this album cover looks half-assed. I'm sorry, it just looks half-assed and shit. Like, but it still has some dope joints, like the arm of the ones who love you, softest place on earth, Am I Dreaming, which is the cover of one of the greatest groups, Atlantic Star. You know, Tri's group right there. And shit.
Nope.
Midnight Star, motherfucker.
Atlantic Star was that group. I don't care what no. Well, the Sharon era of Atlantic Star. I'm gonna be real. Before they went all pussies and ballads and always and all that bullshit. But this is very dope album. If y'all want to see what we thought of it, just check out the review we did. I think about 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Yeah, because I forgot I had my old card. I left the CD in that CD player and shit.
Right.
I like Atlantic Star.
Same. Yeah.
I like some of these songs.
They got some classic driving music.
For real, Send For Me. That's woo. Alright, shout out to Ashley for this one and stuff like that. We did a review on this album as well too. It's Tony with Sons of Soul. I finally have all of their albums in my collection and stuff like that. This came out in 1993. A lot of people call this like their best album, which I'm not going to argue, but I'm more for either this album or the House of Music album, which was ironically their last album they put out and shit like that too. So yeah, man, this was known for singles like Anniversary, If I Had No Loot, Lay Your Head on My Pillow, Leaving, Slow Wine and shit like that. Like, they were really on that 70s soul kind of ordeal with this one and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A must have in your collection, classic album.
Is that hard to find on vinyl?
Yeah, all the albums to me are hard to find.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have any of this stuff on vinyl.
Watch the Throne. That will go in either the Kanye West or Jay-Z section.
That's on you.
Right. We're going back to the 80s, 1982. Very underrated female artist, in my opinion. Once again, I think she should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame already. Celebrating its 40-year anniversary this year. Evelyn Champagne King, Get Loose.
Nice.
You got the classic Love Come Down. Get Loose. Bet You She Don't Love You. Stop That. Overall, this is a really good album in my opinion. I could see this as a Black History Month exclusive because besides Lil' Kim's The Notorious K.I.M., I mean, y'all could do way better than that, you know, when it comes to like Black History Month, you know, exclusives on vinyl and stuff. And really, you don't really see a lot of people talk about her music like that. And I definitely want to put some respect on her name, especially with some of her 80s work, besides, you know, the I'm in Love album and, you know, the Call on Me album from 1980. So, Evelyn Champagne King, Get Loose. 40-year anniversary this year, too. So, I'll probably do a video on, like, the 40-year anniversary albums that's turning 40 this year that came out in 82, the ones that I like. So, be on the lookout for that.
Dope.
Can't wait.
Yeah, you can't find any of them albums.
You got any more, bro?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're going back to Prince.
I
This
can't
came
wait
out
to see
in
what that is.
2019. He definitely contributed to a lot of artists, you know, careers with the music that he gave them. And we're going with Prince Originals.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Nice.
Woo! I need that one too.
Yeah, I got that. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, this the deluxe set. It got the CD and it got it's a 2 LP purple set. You know, just doing the covers of his songs: Sex Shooter, Jungle Love, Manic Monday, Noon Rendezvous. I like the Sheila E version a little bit more. Makeup, 100 Miles Per Hour. That was for the group Maserati, which I really like. Holly Rock from Sheila E. I like the Sheila E version a little bit more. I'm more familiar with that one, but the Prince version is good too. The Glamorous Life. Gigolos Get Lonely too. Dear Michelangelo. Nothing Compares to You, which was given to the family from their classic and only album, which really pissed me off. They could have had more work.
I agree on that.
I'm glad I got that album in my collection on CD and on vinyl. I need the cassette tape to that too to complete my collection. And it just got the CD too in here too. But it got all the extra treats and stuff with like the pictures and books and stuff. So Prince Originals released in 2019.
Gotcha.
Eric, he's one of the only artists that I've seen that could write music for anybody. He could write music for girls, a girl group, like he did Just Another Manic Monday. That was for a girl group.
The Bengals.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bengals,
Nasty Girl, Vanity Six.
Yeah, I mean, most artists can't do that. Like,
Right.
gender, like they can't write for other genders. But he could write for a guy group. He could write for a female artist, girl group. I mean, he was just so talented. It was unbelievable.
What about Rick James though?
Him too. Yeah, it's a few.
Yeah, Mary Jane Girls.
Yeah, it's a few like that. Him. I think Stevie Wonder could do it. But it's not too many artists. Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Michael, right?
Yeah, man.
From a woman's perspective, not too many men could do that.
Facts.
But yeah.
True. Hey, Eric, how many more albums you got? Just asking.
I'm gonna just do about four more. Then I gotta go to sleep and stuff.
Okay, cool. Cause after Eric, I'll just run by mine and shit like that. Okay, cool. Damn, last one I had like the most albums of shit. Okay.
I had way more though, but I do gotta go to work in the morning. So.
Same. I gotta wake up and watch my grandma and shit too. So I gotta act like I'm gonna stop playing. But
My battery's about to die, so if I cut off,
It's all good.
yeah.
got you. It's all good. Trust me. All right. Gonna go to the dance hall. Finally gonna go to some dance hall right now. This is a Bougie Bantam with 1995 album To Shiloh.
Ooh, classic, yes.
Wow.
Love that.
Now I'm not going to lie. This was more like a blind buy. I've heard about this album. I have not heard this album full.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard it was a good album. Like he kind of went like on a more reggae route compared to like the dance hall and shit like that. He was talking about like songs like Till I Laid to Rest, which I've heard that a while back ago.
Right.
Untold Stories and shit like that. Hush, Hush, Baby, Hush. So if y'all said it's a good album, I'll definitely bump this and shit like that,
One of his best.
Alright, and then I had this album as well too, but I gave it to my sister, and I'm gonna do reviews on this, but I was gonna wait until I got this one. I call him Black Jesus. It's D'Angelo with Brown Sugar.
Oh, Lord.
This came out in 1995 and shit like that on, I think, EMI Records, I want to say. One of the greatest, not just R&B, one of the greatest albums, period. It's hard for me to pick my favorite D'Angelo album and shit like that, but this one, man, this got some heat and shit like that. This was known for songs like Shit, Damn, Motherfucker, and Cruising, which is a cover of the Smokey Robinson joint, Me and Those Dreaming Eyes of Mine, the title track, Higher, Lady, which I love the Primo remix and shit too. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
So definitely expect some D'Angelo reviews finally on the way and stuff like that finally, because I got Voodoo and I got the Black Messiah album too. So
Nice.
yeah, man. D'Angelo, and I think he did a live album or an EP or some shit too.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I need a Voodoo album. I can't find it.
You said you
That
can't
one
find
was
it?
Yeah, not on vinyl at least.
Yeah, man. Dope album.
Which one do you like better, Voodoo or Brown Sugar?
Man, don't even get me lying.
I like Voodoo better. Because I think Questlove's production was just, he was in the zone on that album.
Yeah, I like them both. Yeah.
Yeah. Both of them are great, though.
All right, it's on you, Eric.
Alright. We're going to Orange Mound, Tennessee. We're going with an underrated hip hop group that don't get a lot of, I won't say a lot of respect, but they get mentioned sometimes as a duo, but they fly under the radar. They definitely paved the way when it comes to Southern hip hop music. One of my favorite albums from them, 8 Ball and MJG, On Top of the World,
Dope.
released in 1995.
Their best
Classic
album.
album cover too, man. The pen and pencil.
Man.
This is definitely. I wish they would bring like album covers like this back, especially with all these dudes doing all these gay ass album covers now. But you got songs like "Pimp in My Own Rhyme," "For Real," "Kick That Shit," "Friend or Foe," "Top of the World," "Space Age Pimpin'," one of my favorite songs, "Break 'Em Off." 8 Ball just spitting that pimp flow shit. Then MJG just coming in, giving his perspective. Just a good tag team duo, just going back and forth and stuff. Classic album, 5 mics, in my opinion. All right. All right, we're going with a female artist. I grew up on this lady through my high school years. Very solid artist in my opinion. I don't know about her music now, but she's still out there blazing the charts. We got Lady Gaga, the Fame Monster,
Wow.
Dope album.
Interesting.
3
Love
LP,
it.
Very interesting. I did not see that coming,
Deluxe
Eric.
Edition. You got both her song albums on here, the Fame Monster and the Fame 3 LP colored set. You got 2 vinyls. It's like a green color. Then the other vinyl is like a dark gray. My favorite songs off here is Bad Romance, Alejandro, Telephone featuring Beyonce, Just Dance, Paparazzi, Poker Face. I gotta listen to the Fame album a little bit more, but overall, really good album in my opinion. I got this from Urban Outfitters. I don't know if it's still on there or if it's cocaine prices already, but I'll check it out if y'all can get it.
Dope.
Very interesting, Eric. I did not see you liking
That
her.
that's the one they re-released with the Beyonce track, the telephone joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, I listen to some of everything. It just depends on what it is. I mostly like 80s like music and stuff with a mixture of different things and stuff.
Same.
Gotcha.
All right. So you good for you? You have any more, Eric, or that was it for you?
Oh, I'm gonna just let me just show 2 more.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll
that's
be
you.
it for me. Yeah.
Okay,
Ashley,
cool.
Ashley sold this album before earlier. We're going with Aaliyah, One in a Million
Dope.
on
And the
CD.
sealed. Okay.
Yeah.
I need that on vinyl.
And speaking of that, it's coming out in March on vinyl too. So you
Is
could
it?
probably
Okay.
get it for like pre-order and stuff.
Nice.
Y'all ready for that posthumous album?
Nope.
No telling who they have on there trying to do a duo track with it and shit. So I ain't ready for that. All right, this is my last one. We're going to Madonna with her 1994 album, Bedtime Stories.
Classic.
Love her best album.
Yeah. Take a Bow, one of my favorite songs off this album. Nice way to end the album. I'd Rather Be Your Lover. This isn't the one with Tupac on it, if I'm not mistaken. Because when I listened to it, it didn't have
Took 'em
Tupac on it.
They
Yeah,
took
they
them
took
off.
him
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Inside of Me, Your Lover, Secret, Sanctuary. Overall, a really good album, classic in my opinion. I gotta listen to it a little bit more because I'm more familiar with her self-titled album and Like a Virgin and stuff. So
Yeah.
I gotta definitely listen to this album a little bit more.
That was like,
And I need that sex book too, Rich.
What's the name of the song she did with Babyface?
Take a bow.
Oh, Take a Bow? Okay.
Yeah, he produced that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Since I got a few more, I'm just gonna run by these like real quick and shit.
All right.
I got Led Zeppelin's last album they done together while they were alive and Through the Outdoor. This came out in 1979. I done a review on all their albums, but I did say that once I got like the last 2 Led Zeppelin albums, I was gonna review it. So all I'm missing is Presence and stuff like that. But I'm I'm not even gonna hold you. This is like my least favorite Led Zeppelin album. Cause like Jimmy Page was most like going through like Jimmy Page and John Bonham were going through like a lot of drug and substance issues. Robert Plant's son had died at that time. They were going through like a lot of tax issues and whatnot too. So Robert Plant and John Paul Jones pretty much did most of the production and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? They kind of incorporated like a lot of synths with this album, which, you know, Led Zeppelin is synths. I mean, it wasn't like a bad album, but compared to like the previous ones, it was kind of a step below, but it has some dope joints like Fool in the Rain, Southbound Ceres, and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just grateful I got this one. Shout out to Ashley again. Christina Aguilera's Back to Basics album. This came out in 2006. Very dope album, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's like her best album to date. She went a little bit more jazzier with a little hip hop R&B feel to it. Like Primo did some beats on this album and shit like that. And when can you say Primo has done some shit for Christina Aguilera? Like, this was known for songs like Ain't No Other Man, which that was a big hit back in like 06, 07 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that that Primo beat to this day just knocks and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he had that for somebody else and shit, but they declined it. Hurt, Candyman, Slow Down Baby, and Oh Mother and stuff like that. So definitely a very solid album. Like I said, y'all would not expect me to fuck with Christina Aguilera, but you'll be surprised. Alright, I'm gonna go to Motown, and this is a rock group that they had on Motown. Rare Earth with the Ma album. This came out in 1973. This is like a blind buy for me. I've heard of Rare Earth, but I've never actually checked out their music like that. But the albums usually go for like a lot of money and stuff like that, you know. And with this album, they pretty much did most of the covers and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You had Norman Whitfield doing most of the production. So Rare Earth, Ma, 1970. A lot of
their stuff.
You said what?
I see a lot of their stuff in my area.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah. This is actually the first album I've seen from them, like at any store and stuff. So
it's a white group, right?
Yeah, white group. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got the one, the only Jackie motherfucking Wilson. Motherfucking Jackie Sings the Blues. This came out in 1959 and stuff like that, you know.
Nice.
Y'all should know who Jackie Wilson is or was, you know what I'm saying? This album was known for songs like Dogging Around and stuff like that. I want to say Excuse Me for My Lovin' and shit, you know. He kind of focused more on like the jazzier ballads with this one and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want to say this is the first Jackie Wilson album I got in my collection too, you know what I'm saying? So very, 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 very good album from what I heard and shit. Alright, got to hip hop. This is Chuck D with his first album, Autobiography of Mr. Chuck. And this is the promo copy, just to let y'all know. This album came out in 1996. Very, very dope album, in my opinion. Very underrated. I loved it.
I had the album, but I didn't like it though. I feel like he was going against everything in the industry at that point.
Oh man, we're gonna have to talk about this then. Okay. It had this one single called "No," which
yes,
he went in on. He's like, no, there's no that. Like
he didn't like nothing. He's like no to everything. No to hip hop. No to everything.
No McDonald's.
No. He didn't like nothing on that.
But yeah, it has some dope joint like fucking. But can you kill the nigga in you? The Pride, Mr. Chuck, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to talk about this album because I've always wanted to get this album, but it's a promo copy, but I don't give a flying fuck. Yeah. Shout out to my homeboy DJ again, and I just spilled some ass shit. Okay, fuck that anyway. You got Run the Jewels.
Oh wow.
I want to say Run the Jewels 2. I want to say. Yeah, Run the Jewels 2. I already got this album on CD, but he gave it to me as a graduation gift and stuff like that. So again, I'm grateful about that.
Dope.
Run the Jewels, Killer Mike, and LP and stuff like that. Pretty much my favorite Run the Jewels the first two are my favorite Run the Jewels. Run the Jewels 3 was cool. It was okay, but it was kind of had some filler to it. I'm not gonna lie. This one had joints like "Oh My Darling," "Don't Cry," dope song. "Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck" with Zach De La Roca. "Love Again, I Can Yell You Back" with Gangsta Boo and shit like that. So very, very, very dope album. Expect some reviews on these.
Like Sam say they are overrated, but I do feel like it's about time that Killer Mike got his props. So
Yeah,
but they are overrated. I do agree with you.
yeah. I got the Wu-Tang Clan "Protect Your Neck" single.
Dope.
This was a very everyone knows this song. I like this because it has the bloody version.
Yes.
Because on the 36 Chambers album, they had them idiotic screeching edits and stuff like that. It got to the point where even the ODB's verse is like, like, come on, man, like,
Yep.
yeah, man. But this also had like some remixes, like the Method Man Smoked Out version, has the Wu-Tang Shaolin version, "Protect Your Neck," and stuff like that too. So all my Wu heads, definitely check this out. I'm starting to collect like more singles lately.
Dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, man. Got the legend himself,
Oh yes.
Teddy Pendergrass's first album.
Classic album.
Yes, I can finally talk about this album now because everyone wants me to talk about Teddy Pendergrass. I'm just like, well, I barely have any albums, so I'm trying to get at least his debut album and shit. But we did a discography breakdown, I think about a year and a half ago, and whatever and shit like that. Very iconic debut solo album.
That was
Known
a
for
great
songs.
breakdown too, by the way.
Appreciate it. The Whole Town's Laughing at Me. Very dope song. And If I Had, You Can't Hide From Yourself, I Don't Love You Anymore, and shit. He went from I Don't Love You Anymore to The Whole Town's Laughing at Me. That's crazy, but this album cover, very, very dope album cover and shit like that. I can imagine like maybe Ghostface redoing this album cover for some odd reason.
Right.
Or some shit like that. Somebody, but they have to do it right because I don't like when Freddie Gibbs redid the whole Teddy album cover for his album. It just didn't look right.
Right.
Everything before the accident, man, was.
Yep. Yes. Everything before that was great.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, minus the Joy album. I did like that one.
I didn't like that one. Did not like that.
All right, and I got another single. Bad Boy.
Oh my God! Really, you got that? Craig Mack? Oh
Loud
shit!
and play.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
this
had
is
to
the
get a remix, right?
Yo.
Yeah, this is the remix single. I had to get this one. I got it from the CD convention and shit. Y'all know how I feel about the remix.
That's what Biggie's verse. Biggie's verse was the best one.
Busta had the best verse.
You niggas
Busta
is mad.
had
I
the
get more
best
butt than
verse.
ashtrays. Fuck a fair when I get mine the fast way.
Yo,
Come
Busta
on.
on your
Come
ass,
on.
please.
Busta was
You
not
don't have
fucking with
to speak
Biggie on
like a
that
boy
joint.
this speak.
Biggie had the best verse on that joint.
You best to
He had the
believe
best
that
verse.
Busta Rhymes about to make the noise this speak.
No. Nope. That's one time Busta Rhymes got out something.
LL verse was the worst one.
That was bad. That was bad.
The worst LL verse ever.
Oh,
Papa love it.
Jesus.
And he does it.
Sure,
That was that Mr. Smith shit.
What was he saying on that, boy?
TV,
What was he saying on that? What
Give
was he
me
saying?
Coos love me good. Damn, Hollis to Hollywood, but is he good? I'm just like the G.
That's that Mr. Smith shit, man. Leave
It makes
my boy
no
alone, man.
sense, yo.
Fucking Rampage. Don't even get me started. Rampage. 2194.
That was
Mad
dope.
motherfucking hardcore. And my time to burn the explore. Like
He was
everyone was going in except LL. LL just had.
I don't like
weakest
LL's verse. He had a weak verse on that.
All his posse joint cuts, he never had a.
What?
No, I think he was good on I Shot You, yes. I Shot You.
yeah,
was
right.
good.
Feel that shot you.
Yeah.
No, 4-3-2-1.
That was
I
decent.
I can see what you're going now with that.
Yeah,
Like,
4 3 2 1. I didn't like his verse either. And he redid that verse.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
Just
Right,
can't.
yeah. 'Cause it came
I
with
like
the shit.
DMX verse of 4-3-2-1.
DMX verse was
Yeah,
good, yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Heck, I even like Master P's verse better than LL's and shit. I ain't gonna.
Right.
I ain't going that far, nigga. And I
Y'all
like
that
see
my
what
mic
Master
out.
Master P went in on that shit. I have to re-listen to what he.
Yeah. He did his thing.
Yeah, P did the thing, yeah.
Yeah. And I,
The
mind you,
Colonel came through.
I haven't drunk anything tonight, so this is me sober talking.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have no energy though. I give you that.
So yeah, I'm so fucking glad I got this shit. And even the fucking single cover and shit,
Yes,
you know.
I like that.
He
That shit
always
funny.
does that shit with the fucking hands and shit, how he moves
Right.
his foot. I like that shit, you know. I miss when MCs use their hands when they rhyme and shit. I miss when they do that shit. Now everyone just be all stiff and shit. Like, sit down.
Right. Facts.
Okay,
Yeah, so
got
this is
a
before I leave.
Mm.
You think, does any of y'all have Life After on vinyl?
Ooh.
I have that on CD though.
I
Same.
saw it for like $50 on vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw it for 40. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting it. I was like, ooh, 50. But yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know if
It's a
they.
good album.
I didn't know they reissued it or what. It was just in the record store.
Right.
Yeah, it recently got reissued 2014, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he had it in
Yeah.
the record store just random. I was like, oh wow, he had like 20 of them in there.
Mhm.
Eric, you got that on vinyl?
Got what?
Life After.
Nah, I need to get it though.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. So even though I'm grateful, now this is from my homeboy DJ again. This is the last DJ album he got for me. I'm grateful, but I'm not a fan of this artist like that. It's Lupe Fiasco with Joggers. This came out in 2017. This is when he went on trap.
Oh, Lord.
Never heard it.
Jesus Christ. Like I said, DJ, thank you again for this shit. I'm grateful. It's a Lupe album on vinyl. I can't say that I've seen a Lupe album on vinyl, but in terms of what I think about the album, man, I like just Ty Dolla $ign, Rick Ross on this album. That should just tell you where his head was at and shit. Cause you know, I like Lupe, but I only like his first two albums, and that's pretty much everything else is just hit or miss. Tetsuan Youth was okay,
I don't like
but
it. I don't
yeah,
like none of that
man. Don't expect a review anytime soon. Just to let y'all know, I might listen to this just for a blind, just to check it out, cause just to give it another chance. But I don't even know why he called his joggers. I don't even know, man. Like he's on this little Japanese shit. Man.
Yeah, him and Pharrell too. So I don't know.
Lord.
Yeah, I think BJ's battery died. I
Yeah.
think. Okay. Now this one right here, this shit right here though. This that fucking crack. Let me tell you, this that fucking crack I got right here, boy. This one might be my favorite album I got in this fucking collection. Drum roll, please. Miles motherfucking Davis
Okay.
on the corner. I hate this fucking camera light, man. Jesus Christ. I gotta fix this camera, but yeah, on the fucking corner. This came out in 1972. Very dope album. Spectre, this might be a upcoming jazz review. This is part of the Electric Period album. You know, he got more. He was influenced with like the funk at that time. He like with Sly Stone, James Brown, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this was like a funky jazz album. And this from like the first song on the corner that got bass line and shit. Very dope. A lot of motherfuckers sample songs from this album and shit too. So yeah, man. The album cover, I love this album cover too. You know, very trippy and psychedelic, like Afrocentric and shit. One of Miles Davis' most underrated album because it's always Kinda Blue. Motherfuckers want to hear. I love Kinda Blue. I'm not gonna disrespect it, but I would take Bitches Brew in a silent way any day and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kinda Blue, that's the album I want to play when I want to make love. But Bitches Brew, when I want to like vibe out, that's the album I vibe out to. You know?
Have you heard the album he did with Moby?
Yes, I did.
Is
Yes,
that I want that album I want. I know that's out of print too.
that's the top 5 albums, man. Like
Yeah.
for Easy Mo B, man, to do some shit with Miles Davis, man.
Right.
Ooh, it's chills, man. Ooh. All right. So I got about 3 more albums, all hip hop.
Good.
That I saved the best for last. Got Busta motherfucking Cut No Dreads rhymes and shit with the Big Bang.
Dope.
Yeah, we've already done a review on this album recently.
Yeah.
His best album of the 2000s. This was known for New York Shit, In the Ghetto, Cocaina. I Love My Bitch. Fucking fire ass album and shit.
Oh.
Cypress Hill with the 4 album.
Fire.
I'm going. Underrated.
Yeah, I know y'all love this album
Oh yeah.
and shit like that. Believe it or not, it's been years since I've heard this album.
Same.
So yeah, man, this was from what I heard, it was a very dope and shit. Not as good as like their first 3 albums, I would say,
Right.
and stuff like that. But it was probably like the most consistent work as a group. You know what I'm saying? This was known for singles like Dr. Green Thumb, which I remember hearing that a while back.
Mhm.
Tequila Sunrise, and Audio X. Yeah, man. Very, 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 very dope album and shit. And the last album, this is from Ashley. She really surprised me with this one. I'm so glad. She gave me a copy of this one. It is Rhapsody with her recent album Eve,
Nice.
which came out in 2019. A must-have in your collection, in my opinion. Way better than Layla's Wisdom, and that's not trying to diss Layla's Wisdom, because Layla's Wisdom was a good album.
Yeah, that's
But
the
yeah.
one I got on vinyl. I need Eve.
Yeah, man. So this album came out with singles like damn it, the joint with
Jizz.
Jizza and D'Angelo. I can't even say that fucking name and shit. Like Eve T.I. Like I might be fucking that name up and shit, but I know that there was another single, Afeni. Yeah, I think that was a single
Yeah.
too. And shit. So I like how she named it after like black women who were like made an impact, like Tyra Banks, Maya Angelou, and shit like that. Oprah, of course, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Jesus.
Keep your head up, Whoopi Goldberg, by the way, and shit. So Rhapsody Eve.
What happened to Whoopi?
Hmm?
What happened to Whoopi?
She got suspended from The View because she said some shit about the Holocaust.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you must have in your collection. This is the final album I have in my collection. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Because I'm about to end this video off. I gotta get some sleep soon. But this was a dope collection. I gotta now put these in this alphabetized and everything like that. Because you know I like to put my.
I already put all mine up, so I'm about to.
Shit. That's what I was doing. Shit, that's what I was trying to fucking do, but everyone kept asking what I was doing, and then my fucking CDs fell. So I'm just like, let me just do this shit after the video and shit too, because
I thought you was over there wrestling with somebody. I was like, what the hell?
nah, because it's going to take me all fucking night trying to put this all in the right boxes. Cause I know I'm gonna be fucking lazy throughout the whole fucking week to do this shit. So
Damn.
yeah, man. Oh damn, I did have another album too. Fuck. Shit. I had another album.
I had most stuff, but shit, I gotta go to sleep.
Shit. Okay, so it was Helter Skelter's Nocturnal.
Oh, Sam had to remind you.
Yeah. It was a Helter Skelter album, but
Nice.
I have to fucking find it. If I find it, I'm just gonna post a picture on the YouTube.
All right.
But that review is gonna come March and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Because like I said, after I told y'all I was gonna get that, I was gonna finish off the whole first wave of the boot camp click. So yeah, man. Damn. Like I said, I can't believe I knew I was forgetting a fucking album and shit like that. But you know what? It's about to be 2:00 in the morning. Y'all know what Helter Skelter looks like and shit like that too. So
Yep.
thank you so much, Sam. And shit like that. Thank you so much. But thank you, BJ and Ashley and Eric, Try.
Yes.
Very dope collection and shit like that. I love doing shit like this, you know what I'm saying? Probably the next collection will probably be maybe around May-ish. I don't know yet.
All right.
Trying to restock on some money and stuff like that.
Yeah, gotta get that income tax check money, niggas can run.
Yeah. The income tax gotta come first and shit, man.
Yeah,
Even though I got 3 more albums possibly coming in the mail and stuff
yeah,
like that.
I got the weekend, the done stuff coming in the mail and some more stuff I'm waiting for
Yeah.
in March.
I still got that rare hip hop album I gotta show y'all and shit like that too. So, but just a few announcements. Tuesday, finally you're gonna talk about this one, continuing on with the whole Valentine's Day kind of theme. Heavy D and the Boys, big time. Really cannot wait to talk about this one right here and shit like that. Really cannot wait, man. Jesus, finally some good albums this fucking week and shit.
Yeah, I ain't know what the fuck you was thinking with that Jaz-O album. I was like, what the $33?
Oh,
Well, like I said before.
Yo, that Hawaiian Sophie video is the most cheesy shit I done ever seen Jay-Z do a day in my life.
For real though, him just falling down that fucking parachute alone is just cringy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
oh, man.
But,
I bet if his kids see that shit and be like, Daddy, this what you was doing back in the 90s?
shit, but
Lord.
yeah, man, I'm not gonna reveal like what we got R&B wise for this fucking week and shit like that. I'm gonna let y'all be surprised. But Thursday is gonna be the being the Ricardo's review. Shout out to my homeboy Mike Movies. He's gonna join us for that one. And we know we gotta do the whole Power. Did you see the Power finale yet, bro?
I'm watching it right after this.
All right. You're gonna pre-record that Power. Let me know whenever you do. So
All right.
I got a lot of shit to say about this fucking season, man. Cause that last scene had me fucked up, man. I ain't gonna fucking lie. And I was watching the Tommy show last night, but I fucking fell asleep. Like 15. I had 50 minutes left and shit, so I'm gonna rewatch that tonight too and shit.
All
I might have to get into that other show called Abbott Elementary, the one on ABC with Cheryl Lee Ralph and that dude for Everybody Hates Chris.
right.
I'm
Tyler
getting
J.
ready for Snowfall to come back, so I gotta get ready for that.
Shit, I'm getting ready for Atlanta, the Proud Family reboot, man. I'm just getting ready for all my shit.
Yeah, they would put out. They would put all this shit out in Black History Month, so. I don't know.
Well, Atlanta's coming out next month. Proud Family's
yeah.
coming out. I think Proud Family's coming out this week, I think. I gotta double check. But yeah, man. 2022 already starting off pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man. That Tommy spinoff though, it was. I'm gonna say my thoughts on it. I might reveal my thoughts on the first episode when we do the Power.
All right.
What the fuck was that?
My bad.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Red thought his room was tapped or something.
Right, because that shit literally came from behind
I
me.
always feel like somebody's watching me.
For real.
Oh, my
Hit
Lord.
Rockwell on him.
For real. And next Sunday, we got to continue off with the rap albums list, the last episode before the top 100.
Yep.
So this one is getting a little heated now. It's getting a little heated.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Other than that, hope y'all have a good night. I know we stayed on for about close to 4 hours, so I know StreamYard's going to have a heart attack. So
They'll be all right. They got enough
Yeah.
minutes to spread out to everybody.
Right.
right. Bring back Google Hangouts. We won't have this issue. and shit.
Fuck yeah. We can do this shit for free. Niggas want
Right.
to pay $20 a month. Kiss my ass.
Right.
Exactly. But other than that, hope y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Peace
All
out.
right, y'all. Peace out. All right.